fucking nowhere.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Drake's Salvation. I am your host, Jeebus the Dingus, and I will be running my friends through the end of the Trapped Wizards arc that was mainly based off of our friend here, Callisti. Last time, they had a harrowing encounter with some shades from a different place and time that went poorly for one, but luckily the Archmage had a single revive left. If any of the rest of the party went down, well, we'd be dealing with that consequence now, wouldn't we? Alright, well, they are currently resting right now. They are eating whatever they currently desire with the magical table that will never run out of food. Zephyr is looking at the new staff that he was gifted, Elric with his new runes, and the rest of the party with new wounds and a new story. So I will leave it up to my friends here.
You know, been too damn long since I had some rock salt soup that actually tastes like someone knows how to make it, as he just starts downing a bowl.
Ironball's just quietly eating his sashimi with soy sauce.
Of course.
Callisti's just kind of like eating, but like half the time staring off into space.
I'm eating, but also reading.
Oh, so, Callisti, I have a question since this is the foundational font of magic.
Sure.
Do you know if they worked with, rune magic down there? Because there's a weird runic rune symbol kind of, pasted above on the forge. Very confused.
If I had some of the early stuff, I probably could tell you. Wasn't there a book on that table when we came in?
I think that was.
Zephyr, you know that you have that book.
I'm sorry, it was a little muffled. What now?
The book they're talking about, you currently have.
Oh, the one I picked up?
Yeah.
Do you mean this?
Yeah. That looks like a first edition.
Is that like an itinerary?
So she'll walk over and hold her hands out.
Set it in your hands just so gently.
And then, because she's a speed reader, she'll start flipping through this.
It looks like what you see is the basics of you've tried to create spells in the past before and how many pages they take up. You've never seen a cantrip broken down into the most basic of elements before, and this is pretty much how most of the well-known cantrips were made.
But nothing on runic.
No, nothing really on runic. You see that some of them tried implementing giant runes in, but none of them were giants, so they really didn't know exactly how to use them. Especially if Elric is looking over your shoulder, you can see he'd probably just be going, "That one's wrong. That one's wrong."
Oh, well, considering this, and he starts like drawing a little bit on the sigil, kind of marking it. It's missing a few accents here, though the one at least I saw on the forge seemed to be relatively close to what I would call the original rune of fire, considering what I have, as he kind of points on Graham, though a little bit more advanced, and obviously they didn't know how to read it. So, do you think the matron would mind if I copied it onto Graham?
I want to say no because it's advantageous to us to have it.
It also makes sense considering my job as well is that of to guard all runes or keep.
I mean, so long as you don't blow anything up.
When has that ever happened? Thanks back to what happened about 20 minutes ago.
Starts like how, like the fingers start going up.
No one was in the room. It was only Elric and I guess Zephyr.
I seem to remember a statue
I didn't blow that up.
and a dungeon.
That was partially me.
Partially. Alright, let's just admit it. We've caused massive war crimes. Whatever a war crime is.
Not a war crime if you win.
I'll still hand the book back to Zephyr. Since
Ooh.
it doesn't seem to be. Take care of that, please. One of a kind.
I will.
Does make me wonder if this place was around before the First War or after.
My understanding was supposedly after, but I'm starting to question that.
It also could be one of those things where time is relative to the tower itself and might be in a perpetual state of non-existence. I've been hanging out with you too much. I need to drink more.
More money.
Alright, just takes a fucking stein and just starts drinking.
Yes, more cocktails. I don't see a chicken come out of your cup, though.
I think you're thinking of cockatrice
tell
tails,
her.
and we don't talk about those.
Oh.
All this strange talk of magic has left me lost. But then again, I was dead not too long ago.
How was it?
Oddly comforting. I was having a chess match with Ali.
Did you win?
I don't think I was.
Did you flip the board at least?
Well, the loss didn't count because he is alive now. So.
True. Did you flip the board before you came to the living?
I'm not a sore loser. Even though Ali did beat me in 3 moves.
Oh, he hit you with the orc gambit. The worst kind of gambit. Don't ask, I play chess on that board. Helped me keep my mind active.
Ironball just gives Pussy a hug as well. Well, I believe Ali called it the Ali Gambit. So I do not know this orc gambit, but if it can be answered with flail, I shall answer it with flail.
Now, the orcish gambit is when you just spend your knight in to take the queen. Their pawn has to move a certain way. Never mind.
I think Ali Gambit's probably something like a dwarven ironclad.
Ugh.
Nally Gambit is where he bumps the table and switches 2 pieces.
Why do I feel like Alex the kind, like, everyone thinks he's, like, the best chess player, but he's just got such a high sleight of hand that no one ever sees him fucking cheating?
Oh
my god.
I mean, Ironball doesn't really have the best passive perception, so...
Yeah, I know.
I just imagine it say, "Hey, what's that?" Pieces.
Hey, look, they're taking your shipment of soy sauce.
What?
Oh, must have been mistaken.
Oh my god.
I mean, we can check some of the other libraries. I mean, there's the library.
I was just
Might be more on Runic.
It'd be nice because I'm trying to look for more information on a death rune, and considering its conception is probably the beginning of the Fourth War, or First War, not the Fourth. Dear Lord, if we were in the Fourth, it'd be more beneficial. Yes.
Book 1297, Treatise on Giants. I think that might be the one.
Where's that at?
The other library.
You mean the one that?
I sleep next to.
Oh, are you sleep next to a library?
I have my own room in next out of the yeah.
You know, in some ways that doesn't surprise me.
I did not know that these libraries were accommodating that much, but then again, Dulciana did have the similar habit at times.
I don't think it's accommodating, more so they're just reading into stuff and they fall asleep while there.
No, I actually have a room connected to the library.
Oh.
Used to be an office and specialty lab, but kind of nobody needed it, so...
Then you put the place into better use then.
It also kept everybody away from me, because weirdly enough, for a place full of wizards, not many of them actually visit the library.
I feel like that is contradictory, but then again...
It really is.
I suppose their lack of wisdom was what caused this whole entire debacle.
or their, and I put this bluntly, and I mean no disregard, some of their general arrogance of thinking they were unbeatable.
So thus they have gained the ability of hindsight.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, my sister probably is facing exile. I don't know.
Well, that's more of a family matter, so I have no say in that.
Neither do I.
I'm really not looking forward to this, because now we have to go figure out what the fallout is from this, because, well, frankly, everybody's life was in danger, including ours.
Isn't that normal, though, for wizards when they start messing around with things?
That's why we have a bunch of protocols and practices. It's in a book that everyone's supposed to read.
Aren't we technically by proxy a protocol then, even though we were an outside source?
I believe the term would be that we were a last-ditch desperate attempt of
Pretty much.
reconciliation.
Well,
No, that is not the right word.
Oh, that's me.
The only difference between science and fucking around is someone wrote it down.
Oh, I fuck around a lot, so... But then again, people have written that down in apparently no great cause.
So technically, you're a scientist.
I don't think I want that distinction.
Doctor.
Zephyr, dear, this rightfully belongs to you now. She'll hand you the staff.
Oh, rightfully.
Wow.
Yes, which is, for what you did for me, it's the least I can do. This should help you, help all of them.
It's okay, you can say me.
Mainly him.
I'd agree with that. Does that require attunement?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Though I do suppose...
So thank you.
She holds up a small little, looks like a, to be honest, looks like a rock to you. May I? And she gestures over to Hades.
I'm sure he'll love it. Whatever you got.
She kind of waves, goes up to him, gives him a couple scratches, and goes over to his collar and puts a little, which you now realize is just a little tag on it. And you see him, he kind of just like shakes a little bit, like, wow, that was a lot. And
Are you okay?
He nods, and he uses his tail to reach way over to the table and steal a piece of Iron Ball's sashimi and just quickly snatch it over and gobble it down.
Iron Ball allows this with the sashimi, but not the soy sauce.
That's a good boy.
Iron Ball just adds, now that is a neat trick. Now he only needs to have the skill of the flail.
Please don't give the dog a flail.
As an elemental, I thought he might enjoy one of the old projects my apprentices was working on long ago. He should be more tuned to the elements now.
Did you say elemental?
You didn't figure that one out? He's a fox made out of rocks.
Hey, but he's not always a fox, though.
Yeah, sometimes he's a dragon.
I thought it was magic rocks. Like, just look that way.
Magic rocks are, if not elementals.
Well, there are pop rocks, but we don't talk about
What
those.
I'm saying is...
You just got this look like I thought everybody knew.
I will
No,
also add...
what I'm saying is I don't actually know what he is because... I mean, he just appeared in my life one day, and now we're, like, connected. He's my best buddy, but no one was ever like, this is this, here you go. You know what I mean?
What?
Sorry.
Yeah, he's a spirit of the land. He can pretty much choose what element he wants. Just tends to, I guess, like the rock form.
And he's beautiful.
That would explain...
Just petting my not dog.
That would explain how Hades was able to turn into a very large water elemental before I was kaboomed.
I mean, that's kind of for me too, though.
You are also able to turn into a giant water creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Much strange things with this magic stuff. Oh, I should also ask, since I do know that my time with the party will be somewhat coming to an end.
No.
He's not dying, he's just leaving, probably.
Oh, well,
Yes.
again, no.
You do know that I have my obligations to Cravencliff, but goes over to the main thread. The weird gentleman man with the funny hat and the arrogant voice and the carnival mentioned something about a Jackson and a Lady of Pain.
Might want not to say that.
I do know of the Lady of Pain. She was an old god that was sealed away and recently released.
I shall go hit the one that released her with flail.
Pretty
Once-
sure he's
Well,
6. Oh, sorry.
50% of that, yes. The druid was doing what he thought was right. The other one hit as many times as he possibly can.
Wait, now I am most confused. How did you release the Lady of Pain?
What?
What?
I did not release them.
Yeah, once we told that the Pop Rocks did, or whatever the fuck.
Pop rocks.
Right, the Pop Rocks person. I should be sure to flail him if I should ever run into him. But
Save him for us. If anything, we have a personal history as Elric cracks his knuckles.
right, but
Now
back to
I'm not sure what you are talking about.
Farmhand that,
Maybe we should get the story from the beginning, because clearly we're confused because we met a kid that was trying to feed everybody to spiders outside of Ravencliff, and
so in the beginning,
Yeah,
I was a military man.
we are not going that far into the past, but
not
to
you. I meant
but to
think she has a
give
story.
what I understand, if I may. There was an entity called Weaver or something. Funny mask, weird knife, stupid hat. showed us visions.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the Weaver. He likes to show chaos through possible futures. Yes.
Then points over to Genesis. There was some connection that our friend here with another former or currently ally that I am replacing, the Jackal or Jackson as the Weaver was calling him, and the Lady of Pain, as well as this. Looks over to Clissy for confirmation. I believe you called it Omega.
Yeah. The same.
It was a jackal-headed thing.
Looked ugly.
Needed flail.
The adversary is trying to come back.
Well, Galicia, it sounds like you're going to have one hell of a walk.
Oh, yay. I kind of gonna ask what was next, because yeah.
Okay. And you see a wry smile just go over the mouth that you can barely see. And she just puts her hands together. You just hear her crack her knuckles. These bitches are going to war.
You're going to punch someone?
I can do much more than that.
I kind of figured, considering who you are.
Now, it's time for the Dust Cavens to prepare. His front line is getting a little close for comfort. I know the Archmages have already been speaking on it and just a little too scared to come and ask me for permission. Which I think is hilarious.
I thought, don't mind me. I thought the Dust Cavens generally were, neutral 90% of the time.
Don't you think that a draconic war would be the 10%?
Probably. Considering,
We've only been...
Oops, I got...
We've only been silent for this long, just due to, I thought, well, the Archmages thought that with the power we've given the North, they could push back with the magics we give. But it seems like there are some powerful artificers in the South, and I think they're getting some extra planar help.
I'm surprised that they weren't pushing. The push wasn't harder, considering
Oh, that
Eloise.
explains a lot.
You will have to pardon me, but I do not have understanding. Someone clue me in on this. I understand
Eloise.
South.
The Eloins are very famous and powerful Archmage family down south. There's some tech that comes through Novert Cause every now and then, but it's very hard to get your hands on. Especially
I
now with the
was
war.
under impression that Eloins were alchemists, and I believe Master Parable had deemed them as body stitchers, as they would actually have chimeras and the like in the south as their
Well,
arena pets.
would Ellen
Yeah.
have seen some on the front lines of the body stitches? I think we talked
Oh,
about
absolutely.
this. Oh, yeah, I've seen their handiwork up close and personal. It ain't great. It ain't pretty either.
I'm
Would
pretty
Zephyr
sure-
have heard that around?
Especially being a man built off of keeping nature in balance. Yes, you definitely have heard and had to deal with a couple of amalgamated monsters, more formally known to your grove as chimeras.
Who?
Don't think that chimera is a mixture of two things into one.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not an actual snake lion head? Darn.
No, there's a couple of those, but they get worse.
I got you.
I would simply know due to my earlier years in the Gaul, where I had to do the combat training and earning blood money to gain, or at least to purchase Ali's medicines. I had to fight some of those chimeras.
I don't envy anyone that lived in the South. What I heard, everything I've heard so far, everyone there, it sounds like absolute shit outside of Ten Marine. Ten Marine is now sinking underwater in a smoldering ruin.
I mean, talk about the thorn in the side, though.
I'm sorry, what was that I said? Because I...
No, it was just that was just a player laughing a little bit.
The one thing I make in Davis's world, and he's like, no.
Zephyr said, talk about a thorn in the side.
Well, there's also the, what was it? It's called the City in Gold, or the Golden City, or whatever the fuck the capital of the South is.
Yes,
I actually...
where the streets are lined with gold.
Sounds ill-efficient as fuck.
It's most likely gold.
It's meant to show off, not to be efficient.
Oh, I'm aware.
There was also
Someone
the
casts
saying...
heat metal on that shit, they're fucked.
Well, there is also the saying that the gold is paid in the blood of all those sacrificed there. Speaking of which, was not the Jackal one also from the south?
Like I said, everywhere I've heard about it so far, it sounds like shit outside of Dan Marine.
Yes, I do miss Tamarine.
So do most of the people in Gravencliff.
That's the city you're talking about, by the way.
Give me one sec, because I'll look away for a second. Yes, thank you. Oh, Heractus or Heractus?
Heractus.
Or Heractus.
I've been calling it Heractus.
Okay, Heractus. Remind me if we get to the war effort and we sack Heractus. I hope it's fucking swift.
I believe the Burning Crows were doing the sacking at the moment. Oh, wait. Was not your friend the Jackal also part of the Burning Crows at this moment?
I think he's banging the chick on the side, but probably.
Why would he bang the chick?
Do I have to explain this to him, or am I just going to let him?
You can roll an insight.
I think that's the one thing I actually get advantage on because of my runes, which is hilarious. Let me look.
I'm almost positive you do.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I have it written down now, so I can just check.
Ironball's fucking with you.
Awesome. Cool.
There's a very slight smirk there.
He comes back from the dead with sarcasm.
Well, he always had it.
I know, Alric's being an ass. Well, either way, we're probably going to have to talk to him. And Lord knows the moment I open my mouth, it's either going to get a short sword shoved in it or a shield to the chest.
Whoa.
If I understand correctly, he was the one that does the biting. If I recall, you also had bite marks, but now they are gone.
A bit of column A, a bit of column B.
Then just don't combine them then.
Trying not to.
But again, that being said, what is the supposed link between the jackal and the jackal-headed thing that was...
It's either familial or it has to do with the books. But I'm imagining it's a family descendancy curse. The more I look at it.
So am I to understand that the jackal is simply the descendant of the jackal man?
Yes, and a potential conduit to bring the adversary back.
No, the deeper we get into it, the worse it seems to get. Between a purple dragon that's not actually a purple dragon and just a blue that's dead and has a brain on its head, to elder gods wanting to crush our soul, to rivaling elf companies, and now all this just never gets easier as Alric just starts drinking.
Wait, I am confused. What is this dragon that is not a dragon? It has scales, does it not?
Not what I
Purple dragon is an elder brain dragon.
It was a dragon.
No, it still is. We fought an illusion that had lifelike qualities. Oh wait, no, never mind.
We forgot to
I misunderstood what you said. Sorry, you were correct. I mean, I guess technically, still is a dragon-ish. I don't know how that shit works.
I will look over to the matron. I do hope this is more understandable to you than it is to me. I just understood squid.
Oh, it quite is. I'll definitely put
What's
some
right?
research into its weaknesses. How to
Okay.
block psionics, so we could send a team down in there to destroy it. Not sure how many people will be able to stop from true elder brain, especially one that controls a dragon.
Fuck, I have to talk to Dulciana at some point
It
about
might be weak to whales.
country.
There's no country called
What
whales.
kind of a weakness is whale?
A polymorph
I
wizard.
might have polymorphed into a whale, and she kind of makes the motion of like falling and squishing it.
It's also, if you can disconnect the cerebral cortex from the elder brain to the dragon, it seems to limit its capabilities, considering I've done that already once.
Alright, well, we got options. Sure. Wait, you guys fought it. It sounds like you killed it?
An illusion of
Projection.
one.
Ah.
Because it bound with, I think it was called a purple knight, who was able to project and made a contract, who then got his soul to a devil that ate. So it's a whole thing.
The unfortunate thing with illusions, especially ones such as that, it's... Because I mean, you know the spell simulacrum, they're never as strong as the true one.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason we survived.
I hope they don't have more
Yes,
glass
and
dragons.
I'm sure if it was able to be summoned, it was quite a lot weaker than... A lot of theories can go around.
So what they fought was knockoff version.
You could call it that.
I mean, felt real, and I still have scars from it. Well, actually, no, I don't, because I reversed time on myself about a little bit ago. But I did. There was also the glass dragon, which was a whole other thing.
How many dragons did you all fight and kill?
About 7, considering the cause.
One, the yellow.
Well, we got the black.
What we got? Well, there were 2 black. There was the glass. There was the mother, who was, I guess, technically not a dragon, but just a bitch. So about like 5, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Wait, there's a dragon made of glass.
Yeah, it's been
Was
hot
absolutely
sand and
terrible.
glass at us. It hurt my eyes.
Yeah, one of the dirt beards turned himself into that.
It was old Squeaker. May God rest his squeaky soul.
Thank you!
I try to
They
keep
say
it
you could
serious.
still hear him yelling in death about how he hated dying. Oh my god.
So this was a mouse that turned into dragon. I see.
No, he's just a dwarf with a very high voice that got made fun of, but somehow got elected as a council official.
Thus the answer had to be with flail. No wonder you struggled against it.
No, I actually used brute strength to rip the brain out. Oh wait, no, the glass dragon, I beat the shit out of it. It hurt though. Because anytime you got near it, it hurt like a bitch. From
Well,
any physical attack.
Well, that was problem.
And then
You didn't hit it with flail. You hit it with other things. Glass would shatter
No.
if hit with blunt object.
Not how that works. I punched it with my fist as well, which is, as you can see, points at his hand, pretty blunt.
Again, you did not use flail.
Oh my god, we're going to be
Evoke
cowards.
is adorable.
He's trying, at least. It also turned into a glass bomb. It almost exploded and killed everyone. That was fun. And then there was a time where we actually had the bomb, and then we all almost died.
Which one?
The one where apparently Jackal blew up the gate and we got in.
Oh, the one I died.
Yeah.
The one that killed you. Is he dead? I must go to Nova Cause and flay that one.
Pretty sure he is.
Yeah, she's dead. Rowan's got her gun.
You have done well.
Rowan's gun.
God damn it! I tried not to make that joke.
He gives Rowan a bow.
Oh shit, I had my headset off for 2.5 seconds.
No,
They were gonna die.
We're just reminiscing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading a book.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, all in all, we've had a fun adventure so far, right? It hasn't been too crazy. We fought a vampire that made bad romance novels. We fought orcs that were sent that were weird things. Callisti turned
Talking
out.
about the trolls that were turned into aberrations by the illithid.
Yeah, and then you turned into a sheep and then decided to throw up into the air.
Yeah, that's Collis's issue.
Who is this Collis? Is that the other squid one?
Yeah.
That's the name of the squid one and the one who stole books from here.
So I don't know generally squid autonomy and all that. Were squid faces originally people that just became worse, or were they actually just always weird, ugly squid people?
Iron Butcher looks over to the matron.
It's a process. They do not. They're not. They are converted into Lilithid. Yes, they are. They used to be. Well, depending on the power of the Illithid, either just a normal person or adventurers like yourselves.
Well, I'm glad my head is empty enough where it probably will make a good illithid.
So, from what I recall, yeah, that Hornridheimen would have just been weird centaur illithid.
Oh, and then I used a pen to stab a illithid brain muncher out of a centaur's neck. That was fun. How the fuck I managed that, I still don't know.
It seems you are all living strange and exciting lives, though I am curious, this squid face stealing books from here. I am surprised Squidface was able to enter a place and, if I'm not mistaken, leave intact. If I'm understanding.
The problem with them is they don't use conventional magics and don't leave a register on the magical scale. They use something called psionics, which the wards are now bolstered against, but fortunately you have to experience the thing to learn how to stop it.
Is that related to something similar to the way one's head would start hurting because a strange mouth creature would scream, but the scream is not vocally, it's just screaming in my head?
Yes?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, it was one of the creatures that the other ones made. If I am to give detail, it was a weird, large chicken with then he tries to do his best to gesture with mouth. 3 pinchers for a mouth as it expands really wide. At first it did not make noise, but when it pointed its face to me and made that weird gesture, my head was hurting really badly.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh dear, speaking of a headache.
Oh, never mind.
Good afternoon!
Oh no.
Hello?
Please tell me he's at like eye level with the fucking window.
Hello?
Should we let him in?
I see you in there.
Does he actually?
I'm
We
not...
just,
No, we are in a different plane of existence. I'm not sure. Oh my god, he's out the window. Hello?
If we look away, does he disappear?
I only can. Do you want to converse in our tower or this one?
I think we should go into his tower because I think he'll fuck stuff up in here.
I believe...
I would like to touch everything you own.
Yeah, let's go in his tower.
Agreed. Also, I believe Sir Hector might be with him. That might also cause issues if he is in here.
True. We'll take your tower then if you have a way to get us there.
Okay.
I think you would really need to keep him away from the heretical teapot.
I wonder...
You guys see a tower walking in liminal space. Come along, Geraldine.
Ironbow hops off, gives the matron a polite bow, and proceeds to go forward of, I shall take point in case something goes wrong. We do not want to use the particular...
I have to come too. How does he keep breaking in here?
I am more worried about the other one. Do not use the
It's
H word.
because I'm a wizard!
Not how that works.
Just be wary. If Hector is there, do not use H word in his presence. Unless we unless we do not want or enjoy our hearing.
I'll count as fun if it comes to it. Right? Here.
Oh god, he's there. Where do we go?
I'm assuming right. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, Balthazar.
Greetings, Master Balthazar.
Don't see.
Oh, should see that.
Oh my god, you're alive. Yes. And you were just, unfortunately, the coldest hug ever, as she's just always cold.
Lizzie's used to it.
Oddly enough, the cool breeze is actually very good now that I realize that I have been burnt and exploded to death.
I had Shadow follow you for quite a while, then you got here, and then you weren't, and then he came back. So I'm not sure exactly what happened when you first got here, but you're here now, and alive, and I wasn't worried at all.
Someone drug us into a demi-plane that was absolutely
got
a
snapped.
horrible place.
Yes, okay. Alright, I'll put that in the report. Well, I'm sure you'll have a better one than I do. But yeah, we brought the skeleton for Lady Widow. Good. Yes, I'd love to. I'll inspect it in a moment. I'm sure Balthazar has something insane to say. But of course I don't. I'm not insane. I'm a wizard. It's different. He died, and he points at Ironball.
Yes, I did.
How did you fuck up a delivery mission? Wait, no, I have a delivery. How did you fuck up the pre-delivery?
When you get transported to another different plane of existence and have to fight for survival.
I do it all the time.
We had to fight an extraplanar entity to remove the mist thing that was
The mist, right. I know I was forgetting something.
Yeah, someone dropped a grenade on my unconscious and broken body.
Ooh, grenades are tricky. Try to eat it. Bad stuff happens when you do that. I
do not recall. From what I was told, I was in pieces. And dust.
Ooh. Been there before. But yes, you all look like you survived and who have fancy things for me to touch and not steal the enchantments from. Why am I here?
Should I answer that as Hector or should I answer that as Iron Ball? This is a good question now.
Give me a Hector.
You were supposed to deliver the strange artifact skeleton creature to the Dusk Havens for both safeguarding and examination. Something
Right,
about
the weird
weapons.
skeleton that will not reveal its secrets to me.
Yes, I even hit it with a shatter and it didn't even budge.
You did that several times. Per day.
Yes, I did.
Quite loud.
I thought you would appreciate the fine noise.
He almost broke down Reginald.
I went through 3 mithril tips just to get one. Oh.
Yes, I tried eating a wingtip, but that didn't work.
I am surprised you have your teeth still together.
Third set this week.
And then Hector just goes, give everyone a polite bow, which I guess you can shift Z the tiefling that's with them. First character that's Jesus actually met. And goes, greetings, Drakettes. I believe that is your group's name. Hector Lamashu. I'm sure you've heard of me. Do any of you need healing assistance? It looks like some of you, yes, Iron Ball, I know you are close to death. I will see if I can help restore some of your lost vitality. Gives the matron a polite bow. Miss
Why
Duskhaven.
don't you give them all a bit of a boost there, Hector? Looks like most of them are on death's door.
Yes, it is a pity. They had to fight the heathens, and I did not get my hands on them.
Oh, you killed plenty of things on the way here.
I lost track on that, but
I did too. 3. 17.
I am just getting his sheet.
Alright, well, this is getting old. Balthazar, how many times do I have to tell you to stop breaking into my dimensional planes? I don't know how many walls you broke through this time, but I'm going to have to fix them all again. I avoided 6 of them. The other 45 shattered.
There they.
I'm getting better.
Oh.
Lucy, were you about to say something?
I was just, well, matriarch, there's that. He points to the skeleton, his emotion. It's, you probably understand it better than I do.
No. All of this bone structure is correct and wrong at the same time? It doesn't look like it's pieced together. This was a creature, but...
Misty pulls out her entire research notes that she did on it.
No dragon's ever been on Jordova before.
I can tap it with Graham again.
Don't want to hurt your blade on it. This is
No,
tougher than adamantite.
That's the thing.
These
Heck,
wounds. Yeah.
let me... sorry. So to explain, Graham is essentially the 7 original weapons of the First War comprised into one weapon. And it was one of the
Well,
weapons.
like I told you earlier, Callisto, get a piece of paper out.
No, I think we already know this, but if you want me to, Who's cracking open a beer? Sounds like she's about to start drinking.
I love all the sound effects that I do with my mouth. It never picks up, but when I open a can, which was just a monster can, by the way.
Okay. I thought it was a beer. You're like, alright, well, it's time to start drinking.
It picks up perfectly. I make crazy sound effects for D&D stuff. Nothing. Try to quietly open a can.
Fucking echoes.
Cracks it open. Sounds perfect.
But, I would just recommend at least being somewhat close because the vicinity of this can be weird once the sword touches, and you may need, if you want some actual information. The last time I did it, there was a whole group of us around. If anyone wants to come on a spiritual journey, we're going.
Oh, me.
Oh, God.
I shall join you in a moment. As Hector looks over to the others. Do any of you need healing?
I do. Like, still covered in blood?
Oh, yeah, I'm basically dead.
Okay, so first he did cast Mass Healing Word, so you all gain 20.
Oh, okay. Let me add that then real quick.
Unfortunately, he did just cast Regenerate on Iron Ball after casting one greater restoration to let him be healed to maximum health.
Okay.
And I forgot that Hector is the type who does not cast Cure Wounds because he's the guy who hits you with everything he's got.
Yeah, I did expect it, but I was hoping in my heart of heart.
Well, I mean, he still has enough to cast at least 2 more Mass Cure Wounds, so I'm just going to do that. For 5th and 6th.
Well, at least I know if I die in a dream, I'll die a little bit in real life.
Yes, unfortunately, I have used most of my higher level spells to at least stabilize your, well, Sir Iron Ball here, since it seemed like you couldn't even resist the very close pull of death. Actually, if there is a risk of death, as he looks at all of you, who amongst them look the worst to wear?
I think it'd probably be Rowan still, because I'm pretty much, at least with that healing, fine.
Yeah, I'm still less than half,
Okay,
even after the 20.
Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll 4d4s. Okay, this makes sense for Hector. So Hector's gonna place his hands on both Rowan and Zephyr's shoulder. He's going to break 2 of his 4th level spells to use Death Ward on you both. And then for the last one, which is why I rolled that d4, because this is Hector. He walks over and just places his hand on Dulciana, gives her Death Ward as well.
Why doesn't the man going on a spiritual journey get a death ward?
Thank you, Hector.
And Elric just fucking digs the skull, or puts the blade around the same spot that activated the vision before.
And then the two just go.
I'll wait till they get there, but that's definitely what he says under his breath.
Hector just gives you a good look, like, yes, you can handle it. Alright, Iron Ball.
I'm going to fucking die again. Elric again just fucking gets. I guess it was like towards the ribcage or like the sternum last time?
It was, there's a nick on the sternum that would fit your blade, if I remember correctly.
Yes, so Elric will try to like slot it in there again.
Hector will, though, pat on your shoulder. Elric, worry not. I still have some power left in me to bring you back from the dead. So long as death does not play any permanent hold on you.
He's like slowly trying to like slot it into the sternum.
I'm sorry. What? Who did all the healings go to?
So he did
healing
mass.
was
He did,
basically to everyone.
Yeah, he did Mass Healing Word, and then Rowan and Zephyr, you got Death Ward by this guy here.
Means if you hit 0, you actually hit 1. If I remember how it works.
Okay.
32.
So we don't gain any healing from the Death Ward. That's just in case.
Yes, in case you
Yeah.
go down, you go back up to 1 hit point.
Got it.
But
Everybody should have got 58 if
yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah, I'm just looking back at
58
Hector's.
before or after that 20?
the 20
After.
included.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, early math at 58.
58. Where did
That'll better.
Let's just say Hector. I'm just looking at Hector's sheet, and I'm surprised how he survived this fucking long. But this is Hector.
Because he had an actual team around him. Probably. But
I'm not
all
gonna.
right. This is where the fun stuff
Avery
begins.
didn't.
He had
Where are we
he
going?
had a competent team that hit things hard.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Anyway, so Elric, like I said, tries to slot grab into stone. So I don't remember how long this takes, if we'll be sitting here for an hour, if it's immediate.
And as soon as it touches, everybody sees this. Now, you are outside on a large-scale battlefield. Several wizards are in the sky throwing spells nobody knows, besides possibly, well, a single person here. You feel the extreme amounts of magic, and then you look up in the sky, and there are 3 moons instead of just the normal 2. But that's when it begins to move. The ball that you see as a moon unfurls a wingspan that could cross countries. And you see a bone-white dragon. At least in this slight missed angle, that's what it looks like. Fly with a single wing beat down to where you all are. It opens its mouth. A bright white light fills the area. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I rolled it. Not that it fucking mattered.
Just a quick question. Do we get Zephyr's bonus for being paladin or new to this?
Zephyr's not a paladin.
Or, sorry, Genesis, my brain.
Yes, you get
Yeah.
a +4.
Okay.
Got a 20.
Oh, that's a low roll for me.
18! I actually rolled well.
Me too. I think 29.
I guess I'll go with
Shut
Hector.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, okay. Well,
But
Those 2 tables are your family. Those tables are mine.
oh, sorry. What do you want from me?
That means Jody, they go here, that's it.
Okay. So, Hector, Genesis, Zephyr, and Callisti. You are all not completely blinded by the light and awe of just how terrifying this creature is.
Oh, damn it.
It was a very high DC, and you guys killed it. Please now roll the perception checks.
I guess the blind people have disadvantage.
The blind people don't even get to see it.
I
What was the DC? Because we still have the +4 from Zephyr's thing, or
Yeah,
Genesis'
shit.
thing.
from Genesis.
The DC was was 25.
Oh,
Or not
okay.
25. It was 24.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't.
Dang, I barely passed.
Roll perception or no?
No.
Okay.
Alright, I do have a question though, Jeebus. Because this is
Yeah.
Hector I'm playing. And due to his particular flaw,
Oh no.
Hector, in your soul of souls, that is the last thing you would call a heathen.
Okay. Alright, so I need to ask. Okay. Perception. Normal.
That makes sense.
There might actually be a honest to God tear
Alright.
coming from Hector's
Hector.
face.
You have... This is what it's all come to. An entity that is attacking that way you would not call a heathen. You've seen a god. Genesis.
Yes.
Not just any god. You see something that doesn't have a name. You've heard of the dragon gods before, but this is nothing in... They pale in comparison to this. Callisti. In the oldest, dustiest books. You have read that Jordoba may be a very young star, but it might not have always been that. There are theories that it was moved somehow. Zephyr, the last thing that you feel before you are all shunted back into your body is the planet shifting. And you all wake up from that small, extremely short vision.
So that's
Well.
the thing.
I guess that does confirm.
Did
that.
you all feel that?
No, I was
was-
blind after it shot its
Zephyr.
fucking breath at me.
It was beautiful.
Agreed. Very
Felt like-
beautiful.
Earth at the end,
Uh,
but like not a shaky
That-
one.
Callisti, like, she kind of starts to poof. That means those books are right. Jordoba did move.
it also means that we beat the third moon. Question mark?
No. She looks at the skeleton. He broke the cardinal rule of the gods. He intervened.
He being the weird dragon thing.
Yes. As especially those who have either read or know about the gods, they can only intervene through people like Hector or Genesis. They can't directly change things. There's one law they need to follow, and that's it. It, she, whoever, they, this broke through the barrier and showed what Jojoba used to be, the power of a true god. And, well, by the looks of this, shattered himself. This is probably why Jordoba is so unstable. There's a puzzle piece missing.
And there's a bunch of pieces of the god laying around.
That would make sense.
We have one.
Wait,
Hector just adds, if what you say is true, matron, that means that there is a power vacuum. If this noble being, now divinity, is or was once a god, that means that its throne, its role in this world is vacant, and there are heathens trying to take over it.
Wait, that
There's a
means the first...
spot to fill.
Wait, does that also mean, though, that the first Dragon War were just fighting aspects of someone that broke the rules?
Yes, actually, that's a fantastic correlation.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh.
why, she looks over at Callisti, there is no record of ever any of the ancient dragons ever being born. They were already here. They're pieces.
No. In some ways now I feel bad that I amalgamized Graham from 7 weapons into 1.
The problem now is, now that you say Graham is what killed it, we've got to figure out what wielded it.
I know one of the original Jarls that comprised of one of the weapons was a frost giant that had a spear that jumped and created Novrit cause. That's probably part of a fracture somewhere in there. Wait. What if that was the goal entirely, to attack Novrit cause, was to steal the remains of the dragon that was underneath, where they just had the proxy war to distract us?
That would be what Big Green is protecting.
No, he's protecting the forge, from my understanding.
Big Green's divine. From Morgan.
Or,
You both may be correct. A forge that can only get to that temperature can be forged by several things, but a forge that can melt adamantite can only be made by something that can take a higher temperature than it, right?
more or less, depending on also coolants introduced and how much...
She waves her hand over to the skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elric, I mean, it's a thing. Adamantite, the stone that you would normally use for a forge, would literally start combusting.
So that means we have 2 pieces. How many more aspects?
I
Theoretically,
don't even think the gods know.
theoretically, every rift.
Can we just pray there's 7 like the swords, or the weapons?
The worst part about that conjecture is the majority of the rifts are
In the south.
there we go.
I also have another situational problem. Dulcie,
Oh, but yes, I'm paying attention.
can I talk about Drake?
Yes. Obviously, I'm sure.
White dragon? Powerful white dragon? That's changing?
I'm going to need to talk to a friendly druid to see if you remember. Oh no, he was a dipshit back then. Who might know?
This theoretical question is, what happens when a dragon comes in contact with motions towards a skeleton?
I'm entirely not sure that's the whole problem here. This puts a lot of pieces together, but all we're doing is throwing theories at each other. I have an idea.
You know, as much as I hate to hear him out, he was correct about the moon being a dragon, so maybe we should.
Damn Skippy! Old Balfy's got to suffer. Alright, so my idea is... we have Drake lick it.
No.
No. Come on. Good idea. I do a lot of cool things when I lick stuff.
Wait. Oh my god. Drake and the other half are now basically in the competition to see who can take the throne. That's why he was confused on what his aspect was.
Is what now?
It's something apparently Marthane has an entity similar to Drake.
Theoretically.
So if we have one side and they have the other, we're basically competing for pieces, moving across the board, and to see who can.
We thought Drake was becoming a new Bahamut, but and that there would be a new Tiamat on the other side, but that's all theoretical at this point.
Assuming only one can survive, maybe it's a fight for godhood to who can rightly claim the throne of whatever the fuck that bone white dragon was.
Iron Ball will speak on this part. I do recall the strange visions we got from the Weaver of Fate. One of them gestures to Zephyr. If you recall, Zephyr's possible dark future, the world was under the control of Marthane, but the way they spoke and venerate him, could it be possible that Marthane is simply using this dragon war to move the pieces to ascertain and acquire power to sit upon the throne or take the power vacuum as the new dragon god?
If it makes sense, then why?
Already got the followers.
Makes sense then why Warren was attacked. Or what was his name? Fuck, my brain.
Warren.
Okay, it was Warren. Because if Marthane wants another aspect, he needs all the pieces. So we, at the moment at least, have two. Probably need to find the next. But I don't know how the fuck we locate these without just shoving Graham into every dragon skull.
Well, if it's not metallic, that'd be fine with me, Dulciana says.
Is there the last... What's I got?
Tracking magic used to be my specialty, actually, and... Balthazar, you stole a necklace from me last time you were here. Do you still have it? What? No, I didn't steal anything. Yeah, here it is.
Uh-oh.
It was borrowing. I just wanted to see how the magic worked.
How did it work?
How long has this been in your mouth? Solid week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is why we don't talk to him. Genesis. He's like a crazy old man that knows the laws of magic, but he's also crazy.
Says you with your crazy new boots, huh? Oh, look at me.
I find them whimsical.
I mean, these ones. Okay.
Right. Callisti, I'm sure you'll take care of this. Is that bone fragment on you still?
Yeah, I have the sample.
She holds out her hand.
Felicity gives her the core sample in a jar.
She will open up the locket and you see that there's a little space that could fit probably, you would assume, usually a gem. But she waves her hand over it twice, and you see that it looks like it will fit the exact shape of that bone fragment, and she closes it up, snaps it up, and twists the lock, and then the lock completely disappears. How do you do that? I'm not telling you. Funnily enough, I was working on tracking a just for a client of mine, an item that will glow, get warmer when it is near a certain similar object. Now, it's going to be quite hot since we're this close, but here, list it. She'll hand it down to you.
Okay.
It won't burn, but it's like pulling a fresh hot plate out of the kitchen. And you grab it and with your hands, it's like ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, ow. Okay, ow.
Well, you can give it to a guy, he's got calluses. You should all keep that on you. If you're near one of these, it will begin to get warmer. It's actually a very simple enchantment, but now that locket cannot be opened by anybody's hand but mine.
Looks like we're going to be traveling some more.
Yay, the open
I
road.
figured as much. Can we stop at Gravencliff first? I want to get a drink.
Yeah, we should probably check on the bar, and I want to see Kelvin. I mean, yes.
Sure.
I have so many sticks, I need to put one down.
I must talk to my door friend.
Oh god, he probably has more material waiting.
I
can't
suppose
wait.
at this point I will report to Master Purple and also ensure that your comrade Jackal returns to you to fulfill his duties.
Out of bad curiosity, if we are assuming that the rifts are connected to this, the adversary is situated near one of those.
So would that mean that you will need the Jackal to be your guide to that adversary?
I don't think Jackal wants to go south.
Well, he
That's-
just did for,
Yes.
Well, that was for a piece of ass. I don't think he's going to do it willingly.
Are you certain about that? You could ask him without
I'll try, but-
without prodding the sword into him. If I
I've
recall
asked him.
correctly, the Weaver seemed adamant to use his other name because he was not there.
I have a feeling we use that name in front of him. He's probably going to ask where we get it from and then immediately run off. So that's probably not an option.
Very well. Iron Ball looks
We
at
just
Hector.
tell our friend that we want with it.
Sorry, what was that? You kind of cut out.
Oh, sorry.
No, finish. No, repeat what we said. I didn't hear it.
Should we just tell our friend that we want? Can we just tell our friend that we want him to be with us?
Probably.
That would be most optimal. Then Iron Ball looks over to Hector. Right, do not call the Jackal the Jackson.
Oh, please, for the love of God, do not.
Just don't tell him. Why did you have to tell him? He didn't know.
We didn't do it by choice. Literally.
What? No. Why did you tell Hector?
Hector's still looking at the statue, so he's not paying attention at the moment.
No, see, he's fine. He's distracted. Hector, there's a heathen over there. Just points to the window.
Oh, you had to say his magic word, didn't you?
Conscious
Alright,
battle.
Luckily, he doesn't have any more spells about their level right now, so...
Even if he did, it really wouldn't matter.
I was gonna say you're in the world. You have like probably one of the two most powerful wizards and probably one of the most powerful sorcerers of the north here. It's not gonna go very far.
I mean, that's the problem with Hector. He has he has decently high wisdom, but his intelligence is not exactly what you call good.
I feel that.
Nor his charisma. I just realized.
Way through that campaign. Well,
I'm looking at his list of how many times he got crit in the face for talking shit.
all right. Yes, I will continue to do research, and hopefully, I might be able to upgrade that locket someday. But right now, it's been a long time since I've been this excited to become a nerd again. Callisti, if you wish, I can teleport you all to the main tree just to say goodbye.
Actually, I was kind of hoping to talk to you privately.
All right. She reaches a hand down to you. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me.
Was a weird thing to say for the matrons.
I keep clicking the wrong. I added a folder
I
and a new
know.
page.
Yeah, the
Oh,
new system's
fuck,
nice, but it's like it's very hard to get used to it in a minute. Don't forget you can just move individual, but I guess for camera's sake it matters.
For camera's sake.
Yeah.
You find yourself sitting just where she was sitting, right? That first time you actually met her.
Wow. Okay. I think I should just come out and say this. Being that you and I are the only two that are what school we are, when this is all over and I come back, what does that mean?
She just moves over and gestures towards this chair she was sitting in.
Oh. That's what was worrying me.
You're worried. Any of the archmages would clamber for that seat.
Yeah, but I am... I'm me. And sometimes I put on a strong face, and you know, I mean, it's family involved, and I really? Me?
You see her kind of wave her hand, and in front of you stands a half-elven girl around early 20s. Huge glasses, hair up in a bun, very nervous looking. You know, age does give a lot of experience.
Wow. Okay. So what does that mean about you? I mean, the school's never not had you.
Yes. But I believe it's my time. I'm done being the widow. I will still most likely be around unless somebody finds a way to kill me, but that would take quite the task. But the Dusk Havens. can work by themselves. After this is over, first off, I've been in this tower for thousands of years, never leaving, among the remnants of the lives I lived. Staring at the same things that he left.
I think I understand.
Time to take off the black. You helped me see that just earlier today, wearing my old hat.
Oh, I mean, it was just the way it's yours. I didn't think it would be.
Yes. But it made me realize something. He was right. I do look really blue. And I think that's what he was trying to tell me. It only took me a couple 100,000 years to figure it out.
So I have one last question. Being the rules that were broken, what's gonna happen to my sister?
Make your first decree. I'll say it came from me.
I mean, she's an idiot, but...
What do you think is a just punishment?
Rules say exile. She's my sister and she's an idiot. I mean, she can barely cast a spell at all. She's lucky to be where she is. She did put everybody in danger. I just don't know. Is there a way to be lenient?
Oh, is it? We're built to break. Yes, she made mistakes, but when haven't we?
Listy kind of thinks to herself for a moment, takes a deep breath. I think I have an idea. And that's to leave it to her. How she acts. We do have to bring it up to her. In front of everybody.
That sounds fair to me.
I probably should rejoin everybody.
May I make a suggestion?
Okay. Yes,
Send her on a
please.
fact-finding mission. Have her use her particular set of skills. Figure out what we don't know. And slap a chastity belt on her.
Oh, she would hate that.
That's what I would do.
Well, she's got one thing going for her. Probably the best idea, but again,
You're not as harsh as I am. Yeah. I'll be here. At least until the war is over. We have plenty of time, but don't worry, even after that, I'll still teach you some of the, secrets I've learned.
I guess now my mission's just figure out what's going on, right? Win the war. And being what I am, I guess it's just pretty much learn every spell there is, isn't there?
Anything besides the divine ones, and even some of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I just wanted everything in perspective, so I knew what I was getting into going forward.
Take a deep breath. You'll be fine. And she switches back into, the form you know.
Wait. I wish to test something. Alex sticks his foot in the door.
Goes right through.
Oh, thank God.
Ah, I see Callisto is here.
Hi, everyone.
From the fog disappearing, I'm sure the matron is now safe, yes?
Yes. Everything's back to normal. As normal as it is around here.
Normal is a commodity around here. Speaking of that, the one that breaks their normalcy. Athena. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Oops.
Athena, sister.
What?
Can you try a little bit better than that? You're facing exile.
Facing what?
Your brothers. Yes. That's how bad a fuck up this is. stripped of your powers, and sent out, never to return.
No. I'm not. I can't. What is? Oh, what? I find a guy that had magic, that had weird magic. I knock out his friends, bring them here. This is what we've always done. Why am I the one that's now finally getting the problem? Is what? Because we couldn't contain them? What?
Because he was an outsider, an unknown quantity, and you brought his friend. You risk a lot of stuff. Everyone risked our lives.
They had weird unknown magic. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. Bring them here so we can learn.
Why didn't you bring them here on peaceful terms? Everybody's read the book, right? The rules. We have them for a reason. So that this doesn't happen. You could have asked them, hi, I noticed you have some interesting magic. Can I bring you back home to meet my family?
Well, I said something of that, kind of. He wasn't the mother meeting type, apparently. So I may have suggested him and his friends come here.
The other rules too. He was sentient. Highly sentient.
I know that now.
He's not a grung.
It just seemed like a horny boss, but I thought it was just normal. I didn't know.
That's why we have the rules.
So you obviously met with the widow. What, am I exiled? Am I sentenced to death? What? You could duct tape the rules to my face? What do you want me to do? I thought bending the rules was fine. You all do it. Grandmother's a savant at it. Look at the weird things she brings up from the dead. Those aren't natural.
But she's also not threatening the family.
Remember last time she got a cold? Charles went on a rampage.
Yes. And we have protocols involved with that. Nobody got hurt. Seriously.
And what about Jezebel playing war games with the Grung, teaching them tactics?
Because we're militarizing the Grung.
But that generation did die quite quickly.
Yes. It was a test to see if we could militarize them as a defense force. Just like the Orcish grooming groups. In fact, we have one that needs significant guidance because they think there's a food god named Zool. I offer you a choice, sister. From the widow. From our matriarch. Exile? Or the longest walk you're ever going to take?
I'll do the walk. I don't want to not be a wizard anymore. It's quite an easy choice, really.
It's not going to be easy. You will be sent out, and you are going to gather information.
Okay.
A series of criteria. By whatever means, survive and relay it back to us.
I work for you?
Felicity kind of straightens up. You work for the family. But yes, to a degree, you're assisting me and the war effort. Because we're going to war. Marthane's
Jezebel can't hide her excitement.
Marthane's reach has gotten too close to our home. As I'm sure some of you ran into those little red things.
Wow.
They're anti-wizard. And there's going to be more of them. As those Eloin down south created them, probably. Specifically to fight us.
Well, me and your father were looking into a way to reverse engineer them when they escaped. Let's push back. Jezebel pipes up. You finally agree with me? And we're good. Yes, alright, I have 76 battle plans. And your mother and other older sister have walked up and both placed hands on your shoulder. And your sister walks up as the archmages just start to get loud. Alright, sister. What am I finding? Where am I going? And how long do I have to do it?
Callisti pulls out a pretty lengthy scroll.
Oh my Arcana, you fucking nerd. Really? All of this?
Plus whatever we need on the fly.
Plus more. Great. Alright.
Look. I'm going to be honest with you in this moment. So I need you to be honest too. You're not the greatest at what you do, but you're good enough to do this. That's what I'm relying on. Don't get killed.
The middle sister. Ooh. Kitten's got a fang.
I won't be there. Fix your homework. So you gotta do this yourself.
Huh. Alright. Okay. Okay, you know what? Good thing I finally learned how to use a magic circle. And no, it's not called. It spells called talking, right? Your mother sending the. Yes, I just got that one too. But I mean, it's still information I get from my usual targets, right? This isn't something I have to go read about.
There's a reading involved in some of it. Just
Son of a bitch.
look. If anybody knows you well enough to know what you're good at, it's the one who created spells for you just so you could pass. So I'm believing in you. Not make another mistake like this again.
Well, mocking is good for the cows. Where am I going first?
Above table, where would be a good place to send her first?
Probably. How big of a shit do you want to be?
Honestly, Callisti's gonna start her off easy.
Okay. So you'd probably send her west to learn about the Sea Rift.
You're going to the Sea Rift.
Oh, amazing. Perfect.
Believe me. I know you're going to, but trust me, some others said to put a chastity belt on you, but I am sadly relying on your abilities.
He hugs you. Oh, fuck, that feels so lenient.
You're welcome. Just remember, this is punishment as much as it is a mission.
Mother, I do have an elf disguise. Do we have any... Do we know of any magic circles in Rasport? Probably pretty close. Yes, I'll teach the symbol. Callisti. Sort of. Thank you. You could have been much worse.
I don't think we need harshness after this, and neither did the matriarch.
And your mom walks past you, grabs your sister by the ear. You will do this quickly, efficiently, and you'll write it down this time so you won't forget any details. Do you understand me? Yes, Mom. Ow. Ah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Sister needs any more information that you didn't get? I'm adding 3 things to that list for myself. Okay. I'll figure out what I can. Wizard, secret tunnels, all the fun stuff. I know. What am I looking for, actually? You didn't really tell me. Ow!
Felicity kind of looks around the room. You're looking for a part of a god.
Your mom, like the entire room stops and looks at you. What?
So, you know how Balthazar von Wizardson has that weird theory about the planet being moved and one of the moons being a giant dragon?
That crackpot story that used to just gather dust in the library?
Yeah, from our oldest books. Yeah. We have proof that it happened. It is believed that the rifts are fragments, causing instability in our world from literal divine intervention.
Oh. Well, shit. Alright. Nothing new. Hollyvine, I've been telling y'all for years. I, speaking to gods. Spoken. Speak.
Spoken at.
Yeah. Yeah, no, just pushed us out of, the center stuff. Oh, maybe I was just reading that one, but I was blasted. Alright, well. Let me go put a pack together. And I will send to you any information I'm able to gather.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I had a hard time doing this. This is still very new to me. Yeah, thank you. Please do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go scream into a pillow, probably. Or maybe not. Kind of getting used to this, and it's like, that's weird. Anyway, looks like I'm headed back to Gravencliff, Mom. Sis.
Oh, right. Sorry, really. Do whatever you need, dear. I'm always here to help. If you and your friends need any potions, just let me know. I'll bill you for the ingredients if you need something special.
Sure they do. I, on the other hand, need to go to the library and probably read up on half a dozen, 3 dozen spells.
Do what you need. The teleportation circles are open once again, obviously. And we will be recalling all of our agents from the field to let Jezebel do her thing. Looks like I'm going to have to prep some fireballs.
Yep. Please be safe, everyone. Felicity
We will.
her sister.
She hugs you back. It's very reluctant, but your Athena joins in later.
Alright, everybody else that's been out there listening, did you need anything?
You hear at least 3 sets of footsteps run off.
Well, I was going to say Jezebel's at least 30% of those battle plans are inaccurate because they're running off old data. Considering I heard her yelling from here.
Tell me what you know.
Considering I was with Silver Legion on battlefield for at least a good amount of time, I could at least update some of the information, so I'll help you before I leave.
I suppose I can also
Especially
input...
with northern battle tactics. Sorry, go ahead, Mother.
No, I was simply mentioning about the chimeras of the Elowins. Apparently, some of the ones that I've encountered in the testing arena Gal probably have made their way over, and the matron's words of psionic brain power things is actually already being weaponized by the Elowins.
But we should be able to at least help you update some of your information, just so you don't accidentally fireball our own troops.
You all smell really bad.
Oh God, he's here.
Yeah, I was gonna go take a shower.
Alright, but...
No.
Down there.
You guys all can hear from down.
Ironwell just looks
down
at
here,
himself.
The walkway. Yeah. Balthazar currently surrounded by all of your grandmother's undead.
Oh,
Well,
God. Well, at least
would
not
like-
Hector, because that would have been worse. But,
I left Hector in the tower.
that is wise. That being said, yes, I do know I smell of death because I did die not too long ago.
But,
Well, I was talking about the rotting corpses.
any information?
He stiffs
Fine,
himself
I
a
would
little
assume
bit.
would be helpful. Oh,
Can I come up to the tree?
Felicity, that's your call, not mine.
In the back of your head, Callisti, don't let him touch the tree.
No, we'll go down and meet him.
Shoot!
I'm going to be with Jezebel just to make sure their tactics are at least somewhat correct. Because Elric's like looking through them, especially with like his old war tactic, is like, how much of it is actually just like really old and dated tactics? As he's kind of like,
you see tactics that were invented maybe by her that she was going to plan to implement that are have been planned around. And I mean, some very, very new stuff that looks like it could work, but it's very risky, and like it's just it's a list.
I'll have to go over this just to make sure everything. Callisti, if you want to make sure.
One of them is just a page with a fireball on it.
How am I not surprised that every wizard has the fireball page? As Elric's just flipping through the pamphlet.
No, there's also the firewall page too. I liked that one.
I mean, it worked, but if the wizards aren't careful in implementing it, they could also burn our troops alive.
If it wasn't for the massive amount of undead we'd be using more circles of death.
I'm going to have to look. Most of this seems alright, though a lot of it is very high risk, very little reward, and I don't want to put lives at risk if we don't have to.
Why is the bony one salty?
Why did you lick it?
I wanted to know what it did. I can't lick this one. He points to the wraith behind him.
I'm just going to start drinking again. He pulls out his flask and starts drinking whatever's in it.
Iron Ball.
Right, we'll kind of rush through this, but Callisti, you could go research any spells. Just give me a list of what you're looking for, and I'll see if you're able to find a scroll of it or not. And Elric, you go through the battle plans with Jezebel. Does anybody else want to do anything else here before you leave?
Iron
I'm
Ball.
still reading my book.
Alright, after everybody else, I was going to quickly say Iron Ball will talk to Freya and just anyone else that knows anything about bestiary or chimera creatures, since he'll just simply inform them of the things that he himself has encountered. As before, he didn't think about it too much until, oh right, I had been fighting those things before, and they were also the things I was fighting for money to go heal my brother, but yeah, that's about it. He'll just give his detailed encounter of all the various chimera creatures he's encountered that do brain hurt.
I will be reading that book unless someone absolutely needs me for anything.
Alrighty. Well, you all, how do you guys want to get back? You're gonna hang out with Balthazar in his castle for a couple days as they walk back, or I'm sure one of the Dulciana is more than willing to open up a teleportation circle to Grell's Manor.
The question is Grell gonna throw an axe the moment we come through the circle?
That is entirely up to him.
I'll take the odds. It's only like, 10 to 100 or something like that.
And he doesn't throw it.
You want me to fucking roll a D100? Fucking roll it.
I mean, if you wish to risk it, then so be it. We also do have Sir Hector. Wait, look over to Sir Hector.
No, let's...
Are you going to come along with us in case something bad happens? Question is, will Hector go with group, or will he stick with Balthazar? I leave that to the DM to decide.
Hector has been given the job of protecting the asset, so he will stay with Balthazar.
Okay, Hector, in reply, I will inform Grell that no heathens are coming through the magic circle, so he may not throw the axe.
Fuck it. Let's just go through his manor. One of these days we gotta put up a magic circle in our bar so we don't have to deal with this.
I've been trying.
I know you have.
I was waiting for the tower to get finished.
Oh wait, the one that we also has the forge underneath and just warms the whole tower.
Yep.
God, I hope that works when we get back. Alright. Step on through and hope to God we don't die. Or at least I don't. I'll go first.
Alright, you hop through. And you see, you will appear in the meeting room.
Oh, thank God he's not here. Alec's probably gonna be the first. Oh, God.
So we're all here?
Yeah, in the meeting room. I'm assuming, like, right where the barrels are.
Yeah, in that area. Alright, Hector said that there was...
Hello.
Quick, what's my favorite color?
Green.
Jeez. I wondered why I actually so much. Been like 3 days.
Maybe next time, King.
Ironball just steps forward and gives a salute to Grell. King Captain Grell. Ironball is reporting for duty.
Alright, yeah, no, I hit Armor already. He's on his way.
Oh. Oh, no.
Flail in hand.
And Ironball goes the even more rigid and proper salute. Sir, Master Purple, sir.
What is that, sir?
Flail.
It is always flail.
Thank God.
Damn it, Captain. Shit. Really thought we could get you with that one.
Is there any other trick questions before I get hit in the face with something?
No. Oh, hey, by the way, all those repairs that you paid for with the bar are done.
Oh, thank God. I can finally
Yeah,
float.
it's pretty cool looking now. You should head down there. You know, you should take me too.
I mean, you're always free to come, considering you're a giant source of income for the bar.
What?
Yes.
You're a very close friend of the bar.
We appreciate
Yes, but
your
I-
patronage.
I'm not a parent. Oh wait, I am a parent.
we appreciate how you drink our booze.
Oh, alright then. Yeah, I'm good then.
Was there any message of the Burning Crows, sirs?
Oh yeah, Dace is back. They celebrating a victory. They took out what's called a blood marine. They took all this stuff.
What?
I don't know. It's a ship that's under the water, and we have ships that are above the water, and then they went off the ship that was above the water, into the ship that was under the water.
Oh,
How many
fuck
times
that.
did it say water?
They're bad.
Sorry.
Fucking Rowan finally picks up from her book.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so great. I'm glad
I'm just
the
happy
mic
she
was
can
like.
focus on him.
Yeah, I know.
I love it because she'll always sit there with her mic up, but my mic will still pick her up if she talks.
True.
Yeah, Daze is back. My son.
I'm gonna pull out a little pocket mirror and kind of start primping. She doesn't know how to do that, but she's trying.
I'm just going to ignore this and I'm just going to slowly head back to the bar.
Got it.
Start.
Need you help with that, Rowan?
Do I look that bad?
No.
You just don't
Just
look
look very
like you know what you're
confused.
doing.
Oh, yeah. I would love some help.
You look like you shot a guy in the face and it just got everywhere.
I get to look forward
Why are
to
you
that.
looking at me like that?
I'm also in the proper salute formation. Also goes and address. Sir, Master Purple, sir, the mission has been successful. The asset has been delivered to the Dusk Havens.
Good. Yes, you. Be brief now. You will go to training room.
Excellent.
Will we ever see him again as he walks off silently?
Bye.
Yep. Iron Ball will head to training room. No questions asked.
He's either going to die in there or he's going to kill someone in there. Hopefully
Swift
not
exit.
both.
Wait.
Oh, Purple, why are you here? Oh, okay, you two. Let me just sneak out. You stay out.
We need,
Don't
training
use a flail. I use a sword.
Then you must learn the way of the flail.
You want to learn the way of the flail? I'm a sword master. The sword master uses sword.
The body is the weapon. It is the flail that is the best of all weapons.
I'll point you across this room again.
I'm so glad I can hear them screaming and I don't have to deal with any of that. As Elric just starts walking out. Sometimes I wonder how that man still keeps a job.
You wonder how he keeps an
I
apprentice
mean,
like...
he's really good at keeping like the rest of the gods, like godding.
Not wrong.
He does alright.
You know, I could use a really hard drink. I hope that Dwarven Ale and Dwarven Wine is making its way back here from Novan Kos.
Oh, it's really good.
God, thank the Lord.
Yeah, your bartender bet me that I couldn't finish the barrel, and she won that one.
You know, I'm not surprised. Considering...
Yeah, I didn't think that the word endless was not actually a thing until I drank like 8 barrels worth of a barrel, and I don't understand how that works.
Part of me wonders how you haven't even drowned from that.
What? I got hold my breath for a really long time.
That doesn't surprise me. Alright, time to saddle up and enjoy a nice fucking stiff drink for about an hour or two. Until something smacks through our door, we have to kick it out.
Mr. Grell,
Yeah.
what's your son's favorite drink?
I think he got grape juice a while ago.
I meant alcoholic.
Oh, one that is.
Okay, easy for me.
As any good pirate, he likes rum. Are you guys just ready for a little bit of a surprise?
Sure.
Oh,
Part of
oh
me's
my.
worried.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, what?
Holy shit, Jeebus upgraded the map fuck tub.
I
what?
spent a long time on this. Excuse
It looks so good.
Holy shit, what the
Oh my gosh, I have
fuck
that same
happened?
flooring in Animal Crossing.
Oh my god.
I can live here.
Holy.
I mean, technically we
beautiful.
do in-game.
No.
Callisti, what the fuck happened and what?
So, as you begin walking up, you see what used to be kind of a bit of a ramshackle midtown bar is now a 4-story building with at least two level towers in it. in your courtyard that used to just be kind of a field.
How in the fuck did we get zoning permits for all of this?
What's that?
Never mind, I completely understand now how we got zoning permits for all of this.
Oh yeah, I thought it would be pretty cool. Like you had that weird bathhouse that didn't work no more because someone broke and stuff. So I pointed at it and so I told your little dwarf guard to fix it, and then he did, and he asked me how much, how to fix it, and I told him make it better, and then he did. And then you guys had that like weird wooden place that you did alchemy in, and I thought that was going to explode. So I told him to make that one magic, and then he did. And yeah.
Oh, it looks nicer than we left it, at least.
Oh my god.
There's so much nature here now. Hope I don't set grass on fire.
I wouldn't want to do that. Your main boss told me that I would.
Well, hopefully the forge is at least in a safe place. So, above table, is this like an open, like, pit kind of thing, and the forge is still in the wizard tower, or is it like a split entity entirely? Just like so this versus
Ping. So obviously I was gonna put a roof over it, but it's like an open air forge.
Oh, okay.
There are no actually no walls, but there's still like a roof.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I thought that's why I was worried. Like, oh shit, they just put a forge in a grass field and shit's gonna catch on fire.
Well, that's why there's cobblestone under it.
Yeah.
Your wife was real specific about how she wanted it. Apparently this is like the one that you used to have.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. She knows me way too well.
That's what women do. They know too much.
Well, does that mean you had a wife at one point?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess that would make sense considering you have a child.
Yeah.
Did she die in the war?
No, she got locked real sick.
Oh. Let's start drinking like this is all that awkward conversation. Genesis, make yourself at home since technically this is our base of operation. You're also now technically a partial owner, so congrats. You own like 1/6 of a bar.
I own something?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't added him to the lease yet.
I mean,
The deed.
legally, we'll give you a key in the mail.
I thought you guys should put the Drakettes on that piece of paper.
I think we did. So technically, by proxy,
Do we have to add him to the other piece of paper? Oh no, Dulcian is not here.
we'll do that later. But for now, this bar is also yours. Feel free to make yourself at home. There's a bunch of other coworkers you could commingle with, and we do maybe have space in some extra rooms. So again, welcome to the Silver Pine.
Thank you. Now where's that door?
I have no clue.
I didn't add a graphics for it all. I didn't think you needed it. It was more like the top.
Is that Iron Hell?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
Someone got all this.
So you guys walk in through the door, and without, as soon as you step through the threshold, you hear Sean playing in the corner. The hustle and bustle of a very busy bar. As per usual, Nestor is out front, just kind of. Finally, he doesn't have to stand outside of the door. And he's got a little guard station. He sees you walk in, and good to see you again.
same deal.
Hey, Nestor.
Well, you own the place. Don't have to disarm you.
I mean, you want to try to carry Graham? Is that what it is? Like, has it, like most
Never again.
Exactly. Is that what it just puts it back on his back?
Ah. Masters and mistresses, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
Glad to see you all made it back
You
in one
too.
piece.
Many pieces at one point, but sometimes they reconstitute back together.
Master Grelio Table and Drink is still open since you left it 15 minutes ago. Alright. If you all want to chat, I'm gonna be over here.
He's probably going to forget even asking you to chat and be too hammered. Oh well.
Felicity, as you walk in, you see a large, two, as we're kind of just going to go through this, two raised seating platforms that are mostly full. A couple of tables on the ground floor, but it's mainly an open space. You see Culver sitting at the Horseshoe Bar, enjoying a drink. Olga and Sir Pendleton are both behind the bar, serving patrons and busily working about. The first one that actually doesn't notice you guys is sorry, my brain just shut down on all of you. Is Ophelia, because she is actually in an open kitchen and is actually looks a bit more. God, what's that? Self-conscious.
Please.
Yeah, she looks loose. She looks like she's. Is that for you think through your last conversation with her and how she just probably needed to embrace the way she looks now, and you see her actually talk to someone that's not you.
Please tell me they converted the dragon skull into the fucking stove for the force.
That is exactly what they did.
Fucking awesome.
Nice.
God, I knew saving that dragon skull would have saved us on heating. So glad I did.
You see her tap. Ophelia goes over and taps Sir Pendleton and points at you guys, and then goes back to serving up another plate. Shit. Ah, the drinks have returned. It's good to see you all.
Hi, Sir Pendleton.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Callisti. Hello, Sir Elric. He does his hat flip. I'm sure you have stories to tell and people to talk to, but what can I get you to drink?
Give me the hardest Novichok ale we have currently on tap.
Novichok dog.
Alright, just takes a seat.
Lady Callisti, I got you a glass of your favorite red.
Thank you.
Let me just roll, because Elric's gonna try to down this in one. Technically, I have advantage in poison stuff. Wait, no, I think it's a resist.
Oh, hey there, guys!
Oh, hello.
Hi, Rowan's dad.
No, roll, and you were just grabbed.
Yeah, I assumed.
Big warm hug from Dad. It's a bit stronger than he used to be. Like he's your dad might be working out again.
Not breathing.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Now, yeah, tell me everything.
Am I still being held?
No.
Okay. Well, I got a new book.
Oh, yeah. You never were a reader.
I know, but I just feel like I have to read this one.
Is it one of them slutty books again?
Dad. Not in
Alex is like, I just want to make this drink a little bit stronger. I don't need to hear this shit.
No.
Oh, who's your new armor-clad friend?
Oh, this is Genesis. He's actually been quite the knight in shining armor.
Oh, well, as long as you keep my little rowboat safe, you're good in my eyes.
No.
Don't ever call me rowboat. I'm like looking at Genesis.
Don't
Rowboat.
I'll kill you.
And if you do anything to hurt her, I'll crush your fucking skull.
I like this man. I remember why I like him.
Perfect dad.
Oh.
Yeah, Genesis, this is my dad. If you could
Like a grape.
I was waiting for the sparrow's egg, but okay.
Your daughter has died many times this mission.
No. Oh.
Alright, and you're still here.
No. Wait, no, I'm not dying. I'm just going into a different plane.
Oh, what
Genesis just gets it confused with dying.
Oh, yeah, no, she does that a lot. Yeah, no, or cool, but she was a kid.
I did it as a kid.
You really didn't have a hold of your powers yet.
Powers? I used the gun.
Oh.
Time out.
Walk that back real quick.
Are you saying I could do that without the gun?
No, yeah, you gotta use the gun. Gotta use the gun. Roll an insight.
Okay.
Genesis, you can too if you want to. Except for
Oh, hell yeah.
your passive insight's good enough.
Wow.
Oh, your dad's telling the truth.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Genesis, he's full of shit.
Wow, alright.
So he was a 9.
Yeah.
Gotta say, it's probably not hard for you.
I just look at him and nod.
I'm not gonna roll the insight because I'm sure I'll get the tea later. You know what I mean?
If any of you turn around and kind of look at the top floor, you see your builder, Klein, looks fucking exhausted. Like, head on the table, like, just shoveling, like, little bits of food into his mouth slowly.
So glad we paid him good money.
I ain't never built so much shit so fast in me fucking life.
Please tell me there's like 2 sacks of gold next to him.
No, he is... There's definitely a large stack. You're not sure what it's filled with.
Oh, God.
Fighting the
Oh,
urge to say, "Boo that part."
By the way, you do also have a new employee. I'm not sure if you noticed, but we had an upgrade, and now we are true in, so we needed a maitre d'.
Oh. Alex is thinking.
Ouroboros, can you come down here, please? You see this tiefling gentleman close a book that he was reading.
Wait, we have a lawyer now?
I apologize, I'm not a lawyer, but I do talk quite fast and elegantly, so possibly, if you quickly need that service here. I am Ouroboros Kaji. I keep the rooms the way they're supposed to be and make sure that anybody who is staying is paying.
Oh, I appreciate. I hate the name because it, like, just rings suspicious, but I love the token. Mother with a normal host. bastard of that noble after learning your father's problem of the day, you know.
So fancy.
Is this one of the people we could have originally hired that we just skipped
Yes.
over? Okay,
Yep.
so I figured. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm one of many of the, I guess, title holders of Silver Pint. I'm imagining you would at least know our name, considering.
Yeah, yes, no, I know all about you all. I've been given the rundown by Sir Pendleton, Lady Olga. Olga had some choice words about you.
That's normally about what happens.
But just, if you ever need a long-term tenant, just let me know and I'll arrange that room. And if not, I'll just be around making sure everything's in tip-top shape.
We may in the future, but at least for the time being, I appreciate you're willing to help out, considering that this place has gotten a lot bigger since we left.
Quite a bit. Maybe you could actually host one of those parties you talk about now, and not have everybody crammed into a single room.
I'd like to host a ranger, but I also don't want them to break the chandelier like last time, or the tables.
Well, if you'll... Oh, no. If your parties are anything like Jeffrey's, it's,
Oh shit, Jeff's still here? Thought he left.
He wanders off quite a bit, but he is still technically employed here, and sleeps most of the time here.
Surprised he still takes money, and doesn't put it back into the establishment.
He is in severe debt.
How much does he owe?
I'd have to get the books out.
Next time we get paid, I'll at least pay off some of it. I know it's going to be a while, though. Actually, fuck it. Half of my shares just pay off the debt, and then I'll take the other half. Imagining we at least make something off of it.
We'll take a pause here. Callista, you see, what, brains keep shutting down on names for today. Calhoun. Just enjoying a glass of wine and getting the dirt out, getting the grease and oil out from under her fingernails. She usually seems pretty focused at what she's doing, and then you just show up, or what?
Yeah, basically, Callista just kind of walked around the table and sat down.
Without even, like, while still looking at her fingernails, she just turns, pecks you on the cheek.
Callista,
Here to back.
Yep, back for a little bit. So, things have been good, I see.
I've been busy, that's for sure. You do not know what it took to rig that skull into a furnace. But since I finished the engine project, I had nothing better to do. So I guess I should do some work around here.
Well, I mean, besides the bugs, but...
Yeah, till that fucking goblin comes back with another job for me.
So... I don't even know where to start.
Well, she picks up her glass, clinks it with yours. Start at the beginning.
And Callista will just kind of recount everything that's happened.
And she stops what she's doing and listens to you attentively and asks several questions that most people still don't have answers for. And after about an hour, all of you hear a "What the fuck?" when you got to a god. The rifts were caused by gods, or a god.
Where do we hear that from?
Calhoun.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much confirmed now.
Well, fuck me.
Oh, and I'm next in line to be the matriarch of the entire family.
Does that make me royalty now?
I mean, in a wizard way, yeah.
Cool, as long as they like artificers.
You and Steam would get along great, considering I gave her, well... I'm gonna see if she can figure out that engine, too.
I wish the kid luck. Oh, I can't wait till the green monkeys start popping out. That was terrifying.
She built a trump or a stump to remover.
Oh.
Yep, move that stump 300 yards. And all those squirrels. Those wretches.
Was the stump still attached to the tree?
Yes.
I think I would like her. But, you know, fucking relax.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You're really shit at it.
I am. You know what? The heck with it. I've had a week. Shanna just takes a deep breath, turns, looks her in the eyes. Help me.
You are so lucky you're dating a gnome.
I am.
No stew disappeared. What else is everybody else doing?
I'm looking for the door.
Oh. He needs
Oh,
a good joke.
the door.
No, he's actually looking for the way out. He's been stuck in here for 2 hours and he doesn't know how to leave.
No, we have a talking door.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah,
thinking that.
I couldn't figure out a way to make it work, but the door is the entryway to your guys' rooms.
Oh, come on.
Hell yeah.
That's perfect.
I hate it.
I'm gonna look for the door and have.
If you really wish to get out in P, you must first answer these riddles 3.
Oh my gosh. Lay 'em on me.
No.
But yeah, I'm looking for the door. Do I find him? Do I remember the layout of?
It should be upstairs, right? Like above table. Or are Rook's booth like outside now, technically? Booth?
Nope, absolutely. I was definitely not looking things up.
Absolutely the one.
Ah,
There's
Genesis, it's good to see you again.
My old friend.
Why was the caterpillar running for its life?
Oh no.
Why?
Because it was being chased by a dogapillar.
Ah, ah. I fake laugh. Ah,
Why
that's
do
a
I
good
feel
one.
like somewhere where I'm not, I'm hearing the worst things in the world. Oh well, it just keeps drinking.
Oh.
What did one wall say to the other?
What?
Meet you at the corner.
God damn it.
Okay,
Why does
Genesis does laugh at that one.
Why does
Genesis
it sound like my fucking level of...
This is my kind of level of joking and slapstick comedy.
Oh gosh, I needed this.
I've got one more, but that's it for you for today.
Okay.
What happens
That's
when you throw a
fine.
yellow rock into a purple stream?
Genesis ponders for a second. And he says, "What?"
It makes
What
a
happens?
splash.
God damn it.
No.
The door just became a dad.
I mean, with the
Why
beard
do
and
I
all.
feel like someone's stealing my jokes?
No, they're definitely stealing them from you. Yeah, I'm just gonna be talking to the door, just like giving him the story of this whole adventure that we just went on.
Lloyd, I would say not thank you for rum drinker.
This isn't for me.
Bottom shelf, got it. Boom.
What?
Wait,
What did you say?
Bottom shelf, got it.
Oh,
Pours a glass of very, very dark rum.
Wait, when the fuck did we install pneumatic tubes in here?
is it any good?
No.
No, I need something good.
Wait.
I a quick glance over to my dad and then back. Because I'll explain later.
Little Olga's story. And she goes around. And definitely on a hidden shelf where you guys see all of the bottles that Callisti has collected for Olga are on. She takes out a very, it's even got gold filigree. She takes it out, pops the top off of it, gives it a smell, and pours it into a clean glass, which she did not use for the first one.
Oh my god. This is my Roman Empire.
Shut the fuck up! I fucking hate you.
Mm.
I hate that meme so much. It's so bad.
Thank you.
Bottle of rum found on bottom of ocean.
Wow. Thank you. I'll be back with that story. I'm gonna take the glasses and meander my way.
Okay,
Oh
just
wait, you were in the middle of it. Oh.
just a moment. So,
Yeah, I'll pause.
so as you're approaching, Jackal is actually going to sniff the air. Oh, right. Look over to Regent. Captain, it seems someone's bringing you a really nice, drink.
Regents. Now, why would anybody do something like that?
Hello.
Huh? Miss
Yes.
Patron. It's good to see you.
This is for you. From the bottom of the ocean. From the bottom of my heart. Oh my god.
He will take it. Look a little surprised. His head goes over to Jacqueline, just like waves his head, like get out of the seat.
Jackal is doing the modest thing, and he's now he turned his head to focus on Ari.
He kicks your chair.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Is something wrong, sir? Captain?
Oh shit!
Move.
Oh,
I just
right.
heard a chair getting kicked. Is there a bar fight about to start? Now he turns around, and probably at the same time he sees Jackal get up.
Oh.
Oh.
Thanks, Jackal.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention on that part.
He'll use his foot to hook the chair and pull it close.
Okay. I'm sweating.
You know, I knew I liked you.
Thanks. Cheers.
You're a woman of many words. Clink. And he'll drink it. That's some good stuff.
From the bottom of the ocean.
And your heart.
Yeah.
Right. What book did you get that line from?
I think.
Felicity, what's your old pen name?
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up. I think it was...
Whatever Felicity's old pen name was the author.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't get it from the cheesy vampire romance novels either.
Dusk Rose, that's what it was.
Dusk Rose.
Gross. Oh my
Oh,
god.
God. That's
Yeah. One of their books.
Can't say I've ever read one.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I'll take your word for it. So, it looks like I'm sure you've been on an adventure. You see, his coat's got more rips in it, tears. There's definitely several bullet holes in it.
I think you've been on more of an adventure.
Just usual. Take a ship, bring it back here, share the spoils with everyone. Ain't that right, lads? And they all just, aye!
Jackal agrees as well.
Right.
That kid of yours can take a fucking punch for sure.
Jackal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a good person to have in your party.
Sinks like a fucking rock, though.
As do I.
Elric's gonna whisper to Zephyr. Zephyr, I may need some backup real quick for what I'm going to do, just in case. Kind of like a buffer. I trust you, considering you've healed my ass more times than I can count at this point.
Oh god.
No,
She might need a wingman too.
No, I have a wife, thank you.
I almost died once.
Oh shit, welcome to the club. It's, strangely exhilarating, isn't it?
Sure.
The dichotomy.
I'll admit I was a little scared.
Oh, that's part of the fun. That's when the adrenaline starts to kick in.
Alright.
Yeah, the adrenaline kept me going.
I'm just gonna keep moving slowly, Zephyr. Please stay behind me.
I'm not to be. I'm a princess.
I'm a prince.
What a coincidence.
Where's your kingdom?
Yeah.
Please tell me and Zephyr are hearing all day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially Zephyr.
The moment that she walked over, I've just been like, I've been paying attention.
Honed in.
It's a different realm.
Elric
A
slowly
princess
walks
from a faraway realm. Hell, right?
Part of it, yeah.
My God!
God!
Man, he's so hot, but he's racist.
Yes, it's fine. Red flag, let's move on. We don't leave after the first one, everyone knows.
that's where Rowan just like does a double shot. Like, fuck, I can't drink this much.
No, just takes a bigger gulp of her wine. Like, it's almost gone at this point.
Well, she got
No,
rum in
my
it.
wine. I'm not
Yeah, she
drinking
got-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should have.
You probably need it.
I'm going to take one of the flowers out of my hair, and I'm going to grab Regent's hand and I'll place it into his palm.
Thanks. It smells pretty.
Thank you. I grew it myself. It happens when I kill people.
That is awesome.
Doing
Thanks.
so well.
Thanks, I murdered a man for this. Will you like more? Sorry to intrude, Captain. I understand you're having a great drinking time. Just kind of like side-eye Rowan for a minute. If you don't mind, I would like to talk to one of your shipmates. Just like looks at Jackal for a minute.
Really, it's up to you.
I think that might be best. You guys continue on without me?
Aww. Alright.
I don't think it's gonna go that bad.
Nah. I
Hopefully.
shouldn't. I'll be fine. I'm actually they're both like thinking in the back of their head.
Jackal's definitely thinking like, alright. Well, what's his oversized behemoth going to chastise me about now? But he just stands up.
Hades, I'm really excited to see you.
You guys, well, I guess you guys went through the ringer as I did.
Yeah. The Dusthaven place was actual hell on earth in some ways.
And you saw why I chose not to go.
I don't blame you, personally.
Mm.
I really didn't want to go either, but duty calls and all that, you know.
Yeah, I'm not that bound by duty, so... That being said, we did a couple of good raids, burning crows. So I'm guessing your mission was successful.
Oh, 100% we know of the Dusthaven's actually in the war effort for the North.
Damn, and here I was thinking that those magic types or coven, whatever it is, was gonna have their stick so far up their ass they wouldn't see common sense.
Yeah. People have a habit of changing once they kind of see different perspectives after a while.
So, are we gonna talk here, standing, or are we gonna talk downstairs, by the bar? Because I don't want to ruin the captain's,
Yeah,
time.
I think it's going well considering how deep in that glass Rowan is right now.
Well, that's between the captain and, Miss Rowan, so I don't want to be interfering in that part with
Yep,
any
I
dour
understand.
talk. After you...
I'm not gonna lie, I was worried for a second, but she's fine.
Take a seat then.
He
Is that
gives,
what you want?
he gives Regent a salute and goes downstairs.
Hades is really happy to see you.
He gives Hades a quick pat on the head.
Elric just looks at Hades. If shit goes south, please make sure something happens. Just like that kind of knowing look of, please get my back if something happens.
He's doing his part by being adorable.
Understandable. Keep doing you, dog. Alright. Here's the long and the short of it. More or less. I was wondering if you wanted to come back to the Drake End.
I'm on the fence on that for a bit because he points in the direction of Genesis. I see that there's a high demand of highly armored individuals.
No, he uses his fist. He doesn't use his shield.
I see. And what happened to the crazy fur ball, excuse me, iron ball that the apprentice of Master Purple?
We're
Sir.
back to Parables training camp.
Shit. I don't envy him.
I don't either, but I also want to say, in some ways, though I do chastise you, it's probably partially because of my fatherly nature and also not having a child, but I do want to apologize for everything and all the bad blood between us, and at least try to get off a better foot now.
You know, you just put me on an off footing because here I was expecting you to cause problems, so I was ready for a fight.
Yeah, I've gotten, after dealing with a lot of Dust Cave, and I realize I don't want to stick that far up my ass.
Damn, they must have had a really big stick up their ass. I wonder how Callisti puts with all that kind of stuff. Oh, don't tell me she becomes like that too. Anyway.
No, she's different. At least from what I saw.
Well, that's something I didn't see and didn't quite experience nor really feel out of, so that remains to be seen. As for me coming back to the party, as I said, I'm on the fence with it because, don't get me wrong, the Burning Crows, great group, chaotic, utterly batshit insane, but we can actually work together without worrying about each other's backs or, oh, who's a traitor there, who's a traitor that, or who's from the south, and that hasn't even seemed to come across anybody on that matter.
I mean, that pretty much never crossed our minds when dealing with you. I trusted you at least enough for cause to have my back even after. After my throat.
So, let me rewind on some instances where you were itching your damn sword or your hand to your sword to hit me with it. As in the spades, when apparently you were upset that I tore someone's head off because they surrounded me with crossbows and gave me the choice of either my coin or my life, and I decided to fight for my life. And then, let's go with the next scene. When you apparently realize that I am from the south, which I still am from the south, you were under some weird suspicion I might have been a spy, even though I was pointing out obvious tactics that the south would most likely use on the north. What? And then, of course, when Callisti's relative went to go reading in my damn mind without any permission, trying to flaunt personal information like she's some sort of godsend piece of shit of an ass. And of course, yes, I was pretty prissy about it. You and I threw down right in the middle of that Dwarven bar, which, mind you, everyone took your side. So, where in all this was there really an understanding between us?
The moment you threw the bomb at the door and tried to get help in order to get our bodies from dying. Jackal, you can keep throwing shade at me all you want, and I can take it as much. But also understand where I come from as a man that's raised solely in war, where I constantly have to look over my shoulder. I made mistakes, and I'm well aware of that at the time because of just who I am as an individual. I'm now at least somewhat of a better person to understand those flaws and trying to make amends here. If you don't wish to and stay with the Burning Grill and don't wish to join the Drakeheads again, I'm not going to stop you. It's not ultimately my choice, it's yours. And I'm just letting you know that as a friend and a teammate to this party when we at least started, that everyone has each other's backs no matter what. But if you don't wish to return to that life, purely up to you. I'm not going to stop you or hold your hand in one way or the other.
For a very brief moment, you kind of see the eyes change a slight shift of a color and the teeth kind of showing a little. Alright, let's make this one thing very clear. Brock, Elric, whichever name you wish to go through. Friends, we are not. We're still bound by a contract, so I would say teammates, yes. Other thing too, you're not the only one who has to look over his shoulder.
I'm aware.
That being said, I still have a lot of unfinished business with the South. So I don't know when will be the next time the Burning Crows are going to do their raid. Though I do need to take care of a few things on the ground rather than in the air.
Well, if it helps any, currently we are looking into more of the rifts and the corpses of the dragons left behind because... how do I put this? There was originally you know the whole third moon thing from before, when we were defending, Warren.
I heard of a moon falling down, and we only defended Warren once. I think the other time was with the Iron Ball guy that was with him.
Oh, okay, then you missed that. Basically, there was a third moon in Jordova long ago, but that third moon was actually a dragon, and right now, different pieces of the rift are kind of scattered all to and fro, and we kind of have to find...
Do you really want to be saying all this stuff in the crowded area of a bunch of people?
I imagine it's more of a secluded area, or at least somewhere enough where they can talk, because I imagine Elric wouldn't like talking from a fucking noisy bar.
I was like, you guys put your tokens at the bar.
Exactly. That's why Jackal immediately stopped him there and says, like, look, if it's got to do something with Drake, I'm unfortunately, contracted to uphold that.
I would say about 50-50. We don't have enough information. But...
Right. So, remembering the contract, if I were to slip up and all that stuff, I get my brain wiped. I don't want that to happen. So, returning to the statement, friends, I will put that on a leaning no. Teammates, yes. Since we are dealing with a common cause. So, here's my main question. Where are you guys heading to next? What is the next plan?
Still trying to figure that out. Give us about a few days considering we just got back.
Alright. There we got something to start off with. So, in the meantime, how about you guys get your rest? We're also more or less catching up on our own little journey and the like. I will talk with the captain and the Burning Crows to see what's up. If our interests align, I will travel with you guys again. For a while. But don't think that all the bad blood is washed out. I'm still under the untrusting of you guys since, well, let's face it, when just about everybody wants you dead in the South for some reason or another, even if it is just to defend yourself and then you got no other place to go to or return to, head off to a new location and you really don't have anyone to trust, it's very hard to convince someone to trust you or call a friend.
Well, here. And Elric just, because he's been whittling at wood for a while, because he technically had the woodcarver's tools. It ain't much, but welcome back to the Drakeheads, buddy. And he just kind of had them, like a very shittily etched out, or kind of like head carved, like, symbol that he's been making. Technically, that silver pine also has above it.
Well, Lisa's leaning in the right direction.
I'm not great with this shit. I usually do it over a fort, so I'm trying at the very least. But either way, it's good to at least have you back for the time being, Jackal.
Right, let's not get too chummy about it. For all I know, the next weird reveal about whatever comes up in this crazy world we're in, we're probably going to end up swinging weapons at each other or something else.
You said it. We're teammates, and I usually get chummy with those I can at least trust to watch my back, even if they do put something through it from time to time.
Well, I guess as the saying goes, I'm going to eat my words.
Told you I was a changed person. If you don't wish to believe that, that's fine by me.
Oh, I see it. I'm still not believing it just yet.
Have a good night, Jackal. I'm going out to the forge.
Jackal just gives a half-assed wave away.
I can imagine this in Jackal's head, like, what the fuck is this guy planning?
He's also debating whether or not he should give you a middle finger or not, but he's holding off on that.
Alright. I guess that's me, and then I'll just kind of dilly-dally over to the forge then, if anyone else wants to do anything.
Jackal will just end the whole thing with petting Hades of, well, hopefully you didn't go through any of the crazy stuff everyone else has been doing. Starts petting Hades a little bit. And finally Jackal will ask, alright, considering that Rowan and Callisti are probably out of the picture at the moment, and so is Elric. Should I talk to Zephyr and a new face I think showed up with them?
Was that a question?
Yeah, he's asking Hades.
Oh. He headbutts you in their direction.
Alright, fine. I will take your word for it. Alright. Nice to meet you all. Zephyr, you're going to have to fill me on the details because I feel like Elric might have gotten some sort of weird magic doodad thing in his mind.
You know, he was just real. He just was not sure how that was going to go.
Neither was I.
But it's good to see you.
I am still on the fence on my end, but I think some of you guys look like you've gotten improvements. Then Jackal looks over to Genesis. So what's your story? Are you supposed to be my replacement, or...
No.
It smells similar to Zephyr. I don't know why.
I believe a dragon recruited me. As a replacement, I'm not sure.
Are you in your full armor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why Jackal's looking at him.
You could probably take off your helmet.
Yes, you're right. And I slowly take off my helmet. Whew, stuff in there.
I see the replacement value is actually much higher.
What does that mean?
Jackal kind of like just has a half mocked look of, right, I suppose good looks can get you anywhere. And
So,
Jackal offers a handshake. Jackal of the Burning Crows at the moment.
oh, you're Jack.
No.
Oh, I mean, Jackal. Of course that's your name. And I shake his hand.
I'm going to incite his the way he was acting. Jackal incite that. Normal. Oh, nah. Looks like one of those pretty boys that doesn't seem to know how to talk to one of the more angrier people. Right. Gentle. Looks over to Zephyr. Seriously? He calls himself that?
Knights have titles.
Oh! You're a knight. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Was. Okay, I feel like there's quite a story to that, then.
There is. I don't know if I'm ready to tell you that story, though.
I understand that fully well. But yes, I am Jackal of the Burning Crows and formerly a mercenary, so... yeah, that's all you really need to know at the moment, other than I suppose you and I have similar roles, I guess? I don't think
we both have our roles, alright.
Uh-huh.
And Genesis is remembering that vision that he had and Jackal being a part of it.
Question, does Jackal remember that dumb crazy vision he was in?
Jackal does. Jackal does have memory of that dream.
Okay.
But you just thought it was a weird dream.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll this, so Jackal might just remember that. I'm just gonna roll that history. 9. Alright, so... Jackal kind of just narrows his eyes a little bit. I don't know why, but I get the feeling I've seen you before, but I can't put my finger on it. Like a very, very bad dream.
I know exactly what you mean. But it's just
Great.
a dream.
Great! That means I don't have to get to know you too well, since I may or may not be rejoining the group. But if you are my replacement for this particular endeavor, I wish you luck.
Likewise. It's a pleasure meeting you, Jackal.
Not so much for me, but we'll find that out later on.
Of course.
Right. Oh. Then, Jackal...
You keep saying replacement. I'm pretty sure we all have our own thing we're doing. I don't know. I don't think he's replacing you in any way.
I still have some sour points with Elric and Callisti, so... I'm kind of wanting to avoid talking to Callisti at the moment. Especially now that she's back with her girlfriend, so I'm not going to ruin that. Not that much of a dick. But...
well, that is nice.
yeah, except nice isn't always equivalent to being helped out in the end. Anyway, good to see you and Rowan again. You guys are doing alright. Rowan and the captain.
I hope she is. I might glance over at the situation over there.
Yeah, you know, I would try to help her out there, but she put herself in there and she's interested in the captain. So, what be, let it be, I guess. She's in good hands.
Yeah, I guess.
But, can you do me a favor and just tell me exactly as much as you can about the Duskhaven situation, or at least what happened when you guys were there?
I'm a little foggy on some of the details.
They didn't drug you, did they?
It was consensual.
Consensual before or after they did some weird spell stuff to you?
Okay.
I'm just asking.
It was intentional drugging and it was fine. The rest was more like the heads of the Duskhaven. Many of them were kind of overtaken by a lot of things, and we had to kind of fight them to help them. It was interesting, to say the least.
I am not quite getting it, but the best I can think of is you say them they owed you a favor, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely.
I mean, dealing with weird magic people is gonna do that to you, so I'm not gonna harp in on that all entirely. It was the main reason why I avoided them.
You know what? The war man and the smart one, they just go into stuff a lot, and I tend to zone out. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, Zephyr, don't. I mean, shoot. I'm doing all this just so I can survive, but... I don't know, I'm being called... It feels like I'm being pulled back with the Sal stuff, and... unresolved issues are crawling and rearing their ugly heads in my direction.
I mean, we had quite an interesting shared dream, which we all saw you in.
Looks back at Genesis' direction, there's like this very much visible stink eye from him. Do tell. Because
I smile.
Do tell, Zephyr.
I mean, did you have a dream where you saw all of us?
I did, though I thought it was probably along the lines of me reading a book and having a bit of a wild night. Again. So I didn't think about it too much. So, just so we're on the same page, could you regale me on your end of the dream? You're probably
okay. Above tape, I don't have notes about that right now.
You can.
And I don't remember the whole thing.
You can ask the DM for the history roll or something. I have my notes, but I am playing as the character who now just shows back up after you had your whole harrowing arc.
Yeah. Jeebus, may I have some help remembering things? I'm getting lost. He's asking important questions that I don't have.
Yeah, you're what you would remember from that is you saw him. Looked like him if he had gone full with Omega. So pretty evil looking. He was wielding a shield of thorns and a very crooked blade, and he had shaken hands with Genesis, who was wielding a great sword that was barbed wired to Genesis's hand.
Right, thank you. So, we dealt with a lot of probabilities, probable futures at the Dusk Havens, and we were shown a lot of visions of things that could happen. That doesn't necessarily mean they will happen. Does that make sense?
He's not entirely stupid to that, but yeah. Yes and no. I mean, I get the idea of probabilities.
For example, we were shown a version of the future where I married one of Marthane's daughters to protect the remaining druid groves. Everyone else was dead, and Hades was being held captive from me. What we're gonna try to do is not have that happen. You see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, wait.
It was a probable future, something that could happen.
Okay, my first thought was, one, how in all of Jordroba you, or rather, Hades got caught by Marthane.
believe he died, and Marthane had promised to bring him back, and when he did, he kept him captive.
Okay, that's a devil's bargain if I never saw one.
Okay, do you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna try to... I believe that was something that dream had to do with, something that could happen.
Yeah, you see, this is why I don't screw around with that weird magic stuff or the
You're
whole...
asking the wrong person, but I'm doing my best.
I know, but you're also the only one I can trust right now that isn't going to lie to my face. So, or, as the saying goes, is not going to give me any sugarcoating conversation. So, okay. This is why I don't screw around with magic people, because they do the double talk and the triple talk, trying to sound smarter than they should be.
I will say, I think something that we learned is that there are a lot of possible futures, but we have to kind of be together. As that dream showed, you were brought there somehow. I think that it involves all of us, so there's that. I think we can make our own future. That seems really speechy. I'm sorry.
That's perfectly fine. Like I said, you don't sugarcoat things or try to give me the double talk like I'm an idiot, so...
I'm just right there with you. Like, most of the stuff I know is very inherent, so...
Yeah, no, Looks over to Genesis again, gives him another stink eye, and then says, "So, you're the jackass I saw in the other dream."
We all got our own things.
Yes, I'm your replacement.
That was not helpful.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just messing with you.
I hope so, because, you see, that's the other thing, too, as Jackal looks over to Zephyr. Elric's missing his scars from that particular incident.
Okay, so there was probability stuff about the future, and then there was stuff about a time person.
Good grief.
Basically, there was... if you touch the wrong thing, you might age or decrease in age. And when we saved her, she offered to send us back a few years, or forward a few years. In any case, I think it was like 5 years or something, he didn't have certain scars. Ergo,
this is the version of Elric that did not get mauled by me. Okay, that's something.
Well, I think that might be putting it in the past.
I was kind of hoping he kept those scars to remember that he was the one that pushed first. And to remember that it wasn't me who struck the first blow. I did nearly ended the fight.
I'm not gonna speak on that. I think y'all have some work to do,
Yeah. I did say that I may help or come back if things work on that particular alignment, so I will see what I can do on that part. I need to talk to the captain and the rest of the crew. That one, and he points again to Genesis, this guy, Jen. I was just going to call you Jen. Genie. Yeah. I am very much on the fence, leaning to distrustful at the moment, but I'll figure you out. I'll figure out during the next encounter or whatever.
He has been a big help.
I will take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
And he has this thing protecting Rowan, so that's good.
She's royalty. It is my duty.
Of course I'm going to roll well for this one. I was going to make a dumb joke out of it. No, I still will do it anyway.
Just because you know doesn't mean you can't make another decision.
Yeah. Jackal there's a thought of it and says, and here I thought you were interested in Rowan in that way. because then you'll have to deal with the captain, and then you'll have to deal with the rest of us. But
Wait,
I'll overlook it.
is the captain interested in Rowan?
Ooh. Spill.
This is my job.
Jackal has now the most mischievous smirk with some of the pointy teeth still showing out. I neither confirm nor deny. But they are doing quite well, exchanging very, very bad flirty poetry.
Oh, God.
I think it was from Now, I need to roll this for Jackal's mannerism, because he might just say this out loud, just to be a bit of a jerk. Yeah, he is going to be a jerk about it. A Dusk Rose pen name. Or author. An author by the name of Dusk Rose. Yes, so he'll say that, actually. He doesn't know anything about the pen names much.
Jackal, it's been so nice to see you again.
Likewise. Don't get me wrong. I did miss you and Rowan to a degree, at least fellow people from the south. Elric and Callisti, not as much. Though I didn't wish them ill, I did wish them to at least get a staff up their asses and unjam whatever was clogged up there. But I think whatever trip you went through, or I guess ordeals with the Dusk Havens, was probably for the better.
I think there's been a thorough unclogging.
Well, let's hope. I don't want to be the one, I don't want to be that plumber.
I'm gonna leave the drain jokes to Elric, though.
Oh god, did he went after some sort of mining place or sewage area in the Dusk
No,
Havens?
he finds every drain we walk by. It's so weird.
Yeah, that is weird. That is very, very weird.
But we're gonna be here for a few days, so let's just take it as it goes.
I will be on my best behavior, except when the spades are involved. I still need to have a few scores to settle with them as well.
I'd expect nothing less.
Alright, well, I'll be in and out and about, so if you don't find me immediately, just see for the burning crows, and I'll be most likely with them.
Well, there might be a party, so...
Well, hopefully we get some extra food and everything, and Jackal will take a seat here. Olivia, could I get another special from... Tamarine. Yeah, let's go with Tamarine.
Yeah.
We have specials?
Don't you... right. Olivia has been improving quite a lot with her cooking. And plus, she has to keep up with my appetite as well.
He keeps me busy. Fried rice.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And, of course, the key thing about Jackal is that he actually scarfs down the food without any sort of trouble or restraint. And there's actually a large amount of food.
I'm shocked.
We will hold over Elric's conversation for next week. Just a little bit of an ender here. Back to Rowan and Regent. So, what do you think? Want to join us on our next expedition?
Me?
Nah, I need a sharpshooter for this one. My gun's a bit
Oh.
too big.
I can't swim.
Fix, get the floaties.
I'm in.
Alright, just go tell your friends. We'll probably leave after the party.
Sweet. It's a date.
It'll happen on a day that happens. It's usually what that does.
Good news.
You need some ice?
Do you need one of
What?
those breather items?
No, I'm going on the next expedition with Regent and his crew.
Oh, congratulations. So you'll be rolling with
Yeah,
the
I'm
Burning
terrified.
Crows. Nah, don't be. You get over
I can't
it.
swim.
Neither could I. I still can't.
Great.
And
So,
Jackal
Genesis,
holds up two fingers.
Oh. now you must protect. Zephyr.
I look at Zephyr
Excuse me?
and look back at you, Rowan, and say, "I'll protect him with my life,
Well, I mean, protect everyone, but he's my bestie.
of course. I'll protect your bestie." So you're leaving us?
For a little bit. I'll be back. If I don't drown.
I
You
give Rowan a
won't.
hug.
Oh,
Safe travels, princess. Don't die.
yeah,
Unless
you
have
guys
to.
either.
That was not the tea I was expecting.
Jackal, after swallowing down his food, corrects Genesis. Knowing the Burning Crows, as I have been with them for a bit, Rowan's in safe hands.
And if I'm not, well, they'll have to deal with my dad. So,
I am.
Fight alongside him.
I am.
I'll fucking kill him.
As
I know you will.
As I was saying, knowing the captain, he will make sure to take extra precaution to protect you, Rowan. That
I'm
being
gonna-
said, I'll also have to take my leave in a minute to go talk to the crew, see what's going on. So, you go on ahead, Rowan. I will catch up to you in a little bit.
I'm just gonna give Zephyr and my dad a hug.
Yeah.
So I would like to thank everybody for showing up. Yes, unfortunately, Brown will be not participating in the next few sessions of Drake's, but
No.
she will be back. And but yeah, I am Jeebus Dingus on Twitter and YouTube. You can find Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. You can find me on all of those platforms, all one word, Jeebus the Dingus. I will throw it over to Mr. Miser.
Hello, everyone. I was just voicing 3 people today. Holy shit. So I'll go in order. I am Miser Mark. I played as Iron Ball, apprentice of Master Purple. I also played very briefly Hector Lamashu, and now I am playing as Jackal, who will return to the Drakettes. Bit skeptical of the group, but again, this is the player not using the meta knowledge and using the whole still keeping bad blood here and there. Let's hopefully that can get washed off. Also, in regards to Wildlands, the player behind Mavis will also not be available, but not to worry, she will be back when possible in the future. And you can also find my content on both YouTube and Twitch under Miser Mark. And I will hand it over to our next DM for One in the Chamber, Mariner.
Hello, I am Transpace Mariner. I am playing the man who's now beside himself and trying to push things behind him, Elric, and you can find me on all the fun socials. That's usually thrown down below, or at least somewhere. And yeah, next week we'll do just a fun mega dungeon through the land of water and hell. It'll be great. There'll be lots of sea life and flowers that the party will love over time. And yeah, I guess I'll throw it. Who else hasn't taken the ball?
Moogle.
Alright, hello. I'll throw it over to Moogle.
Hi, Goth Moogle. I play Callisti, who went from being capable of talking in front of people to being completely herself again as a nervous wreck.
Dusk Rose!
I'm your biggest fan!
For those that don't know, Rose is her middle name. Anyway, that being said, next Monday will be Sea of Sorrows. The party has ended one more story arc and is entering another. We'll see how things go. Let's see. Cheeky?
Hi everyone, I'm Cheeky, Cheeky Bastard, and I play Genesis the Gentle, and he's just here along for the ride. Let's see how things go with Jackal. I'm curious how things are going to go with Jackal, if we're going to fulfill that prophecy or if we're not going to do that.
We'll
Yeah.
find that out. Right now, Jackal doesn't know you and doesn't like you at the moment.
Good, because that vision showed us, shaking hands, so, I mean, if you don't like me, I guess we're taking a good step in the right direction.
We shall see.
I can't wait. Yeah, we shall see. So, who's next?
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you all for showing up, and we will see you in 2 weeks for the next Drake Salvation.
Woo!
Oh.
Well, Shark.
Oh.